Oh no, it was just me. I didn't like that. I was trying to hurry up and finish dinner right before we started. And then all of a sudden, it was just me, big screen, trying to chew.
I was just going down the line.
It wasn't even a full second, man. You gotta calm down.
I know. I should have just let them out there.
Already chewing.
Oh man. But hey everybody. Welcome to the Chatter After Daily here. You know, we got a lot to talk about that happened at San Diego Comic-Con, as well as just news that has happened throughout the week. But before we do that, we have to introduce everybody, and let's start with Didge, since you know he wanted to talk with y'all right off the bat. So Didge, how's it going?
Oh man, everything's hectic today, you know, but it's going good. It's going good. I'm ready to talk all the stuff that I missed at Comic-Con.
Absolutely. Next, Mike, who usually hosts the show, but this time it's me. I stole the reins.
Now it's your turn. There you go. We're handing it off. I just got back from Comic-Con, and I swear to God, I did not see any of these news stories while I was there. So I don't know what I was doing, but we're going to learn today and see what was up.
Sounds like you had a party. Wow, Trayvon!
Trayvon, what happens in San Diego stays in San Diego, okay, man? Nothing.
I didn't say what it was. I mean, if they know what the song is, hey. I mean,
what? Invincible looks great. I saw that.
It does, doesn't it?
Back once again, creating the chaos. What's going on, Trayvon?
I mean, I had to explain it. Like, somebody here knowing these stories, like you were there, you don't know any of this stuff. What were you doing? I mean, hey, I'm just saying. But anyway, you know, I'm here to talk about this stuff, and it should be fun. Gen V is what I'm most excited about, so can't wait till we get to that. So yeah.
Gotta go look up a video real quick. Joel, how are you doing, Joel? You know, excited about some of the things we saw. How much of this you can see the docket? How much of what's on the docket have you actually seen already? Because for me, I was like kind of shocked as to some of the stuff that's on here.
Most of it, if not all of it. I'll probably be surprised by one or two things, but I've probably more or less kept up with everything. So I'm ready to talk about anything because, you know, I honestly wasn't looking forward to San Diego Comic-Con because obviously all the stuff I look forward to is kind of not going to be talked about. So I was happily surprised that there is stuff to talk about. So I'm very excited.
Yes, sir. Well, with that, we will head to the SDCC news and announcements, starting with did I pull up this trailer? My God. So, you know, Mike is much smoother with these things than I am.
It's 8:20.
I knew I pulled up everything. I think I pulled up everything but the first trailer. Hold on. One moment here. Creating some suspense. But this first trailer deals with Mortal Kombat and the DLC characters that are going to be featured in this first pack. And let me tell you, you know, if you saw our last show where I was talking about Mortal Kombat, and I was like, you know, if they do this one thing, then they can convince me to get the game. Well, Ed Boon must have tuned in because he got me.
I thought this was just like icing on the cake. You were like still out. Wow.
You know, because it's like I want to play Street Fighter. I want to play Street Fighter 6 and get into that. And I don't even really generally play fighting games like that much, you know? So adding Mortal Kombat to the list, it would have been kind of meh. But now, let's just get into this, because this was crazy.
All right.
You guys will see what I'm talking about.
Battle between good and evil is eternal.
Can you got?
We can hear it. We're good.
We can hear it.
Yeah.
Okay. Weird.
Not much to hear anyway.
Look at this man. Look at this man. They brought him. They brought Peacemaker.
They look good.
They look really good.
Very excited.
I can't believe. I can believe this, but at the same time, I can't believe this. It's like, I feel like you ask for so many things in games, and then like the devs will deliver in ways that you weren't really expecting. But this was they like, yeah, they agreed. They're like, this has to be done. We need to do this.
How is this going to be on Switch? Somebody explain this to me.
You gotta probably always have it plugged in. Like it's gotta always be in the dock.
It's not handheld no more.
Maybe it may be a streaming game. Maybe.
Or your Switch is exploding.
Well,
yeah, maybe
like,
cloud.
It might be
maybe a
cloud. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Could be doing
Well,
a lot
hand.
with need more processing power games.
Yes.
Except for Zelda, they didn't do it for Zelda though. So I don't know.
No. Well, no, they didn't. But I think part of that is like Nintendo. That's like developed by Nintendo, and so they're very familiar with like the hardware and like where they can push it. So they definitely did push it to its limits. Sometimes maybe a little bit more, but yeah. Any other developer, it might be safer just to go cloud, just because I don't know who's really getting into the Switch tech other than Nintendo, really.
I'm assuming this is crossplay against each other. Like, can you?
I would assume so.
I would assume so as well.
I don't think they've said it yet, but I would be really shocked if it wasn't.
Was the last cosplay?
I want to say it was, but maybe y'all would know better than me.
We're all in front of computers. Somebody could have Googled it quickly. I'm doing it.
I'm making thumbnails. Leave me alone.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's right, AJ. J.K. Simmons will be returning as Omni-Man for this role, which is also really dope.
That was cool. Yes.
It looks great.
I don't know. How is everybody else feeling? How are you feeling about this announcement trailer? I know you said it wasn't the thing that convinced you to get this game. You were already getting it, but what is this doing for you?
I like it. Not necessarily for the Omni-Man or Homelander of it. They got Quan Chi, Ermac, and Takeda in it, and I think those are some of the things that I was more excited about, because those are you want to know about. Well, you want to know about what are the other characters from Mortal Kombat that are going to be in there. Like, you knew who you were going to get, like your main run ones. Mm-hmm. But that's what I've liked about all of these different trailers. They're sprinkling in other characters they're showing are going to show up. And by the way, I did not see anything about this being crossplay, so maybe not.
It says it's only going to be on PS5, Xbox Series X, and S, and PC. That's
Makes
it.
sense.
Didn't they just have the Switch?
Yeah, wasn't the Switch?
The Switch logo was there
in that trailer.
It was.
I thought so.
That's why I asked.
Yeah, they do have a Switch box.
Like
on
the last
there.
frame was Switch. Yeah, that's weird.
They changed their mind after that.
Yeah, no.
I feel like they got to stop doing that.
It says the closed beta is only available on PS5 and the Xbox Series consoles.
The Switch logo is on their website, so I would assume it is.
That's interesting, especially with like this
second beta.
Yes.
It's like they added it afterwards.
They probably did.
Yeah,
I mean,
it might have been.
But
Switch
no,
is
nothing,
big market. So
far, nothing I see in it looks like it's gonna be cross-play, which kind of sucks. But
it does.
I'll just get it on my PlayStation.
I can kind of see why they wouldn't have crossplay if they include the Switch, because Switch already has a lot of issues when it comes to playing with other people online, just in general. So trying to do that with crossplay, I don't think very many games do that. At least when the Switch is involved.
Our other question was, did 11, and 11 did. So now I'm more assuming that it will.
I guess we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But Joel, how about you? What is this trailer doing for you? Were you more excited for like the legacy Mortal Kombat characters, or were you excited for Omni-Man and Homelander and Peacemaker?
I'm always more excited for the guest characters because I don't know what's coming. I'm more surprised by that than I am for legacy characters. But like I was excited to see them show up because I was wondering who's going to end up being base roster, who's DLC, and do they have like this? Because I'm loving the story that I'm hearing so far. How much are they going to cross over? Are the new like legacy characters going to have stories that integrate into this current storyline, which is obviously a new universe? And I'm very curious because I've loved I loved everything I hear. And like they actually released another trailer before that one, which was a story trailer about the Gotti and that whole thing, and the like three other new characters.
I actually do have pulled up if y'all want to check it out.
Awesome. But yeah, I'm very excited for the DLC character. And we were talking about it before. Like these guys were rumored for a while, and this
Right.
ended up being true, which is like crazy.
Yes,
Here
it
we
was
are.
awesome.
Right.
I kind of wish like I hadn't seen it until like we started streaming or something, because like I pulled it up on Twitter randomly and I saw it and I was like, oh, Omni-Man! I'm like, yes, I get to murder.
And he's first. Apparently.
Yes.
So yeah, all players named Mark. Watch out. That's all I'm saying.
Jesus.
Dang, throwing hands.
Yes. Trayvon, I know you're with me though with these DLC characters, but who are you gonna main? Who are you picking as your favorite out of this set?
Honestly, it might be Homelander.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm curious about Omni-Man in as well, but Homelander, that was I didn't think they would do this. I don't know much. I know Mortal Kombat for the characters that you normally know about. I didn't know that they do this. I was like, oh, okay. So, and you guys tell me there's a story to the game. In my mind, these games are just you walk around, you run into somebody, you fight. Like I want something, some kind of layer above that where it's not just that. Cause that's what I mean, I know people don't say this, but for me, that's how Injustice felt to me, and it annoyed me because I want to play with the characters, not just walk around and fighting people all the time. Is that the same? Will it be the same?
I mean, it's a fighting game. You're gonna get a story.
I know, that's why I hate it.
And then once there's a fight point, you're gonna stop and fight. Yeah.
Oh, you're saying you want it to be able to just like
I want
fly around.
I want an adventure game. Yes, I want to.
Oh, well, that's not what this is. No.
No. So everything that you hated about Injustice, that's what this is gonna be. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's made by the same developer.
Same people, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna rip that Band-Aid off now. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't want you going
get mad when you
buy it. Story, like I was like, okay, so I walk around for a while, maybe not just fight everywhere you go.
It's like your character might walk around in like the Mortal Kombat or Injustice games, but that's likely going to be like just cinematic footage, like not anything you can really control.
You can't control it.
Yeah,
it's not a free roam.
Yeah.
I'll watch you guys play then.
That's fair. That's fair.
There are good stories.
Not everything can be a day one. But Mike, how about you? How are you feeling about this first set of DLC characters?
Yeah, it looks really fun. I love the character models. My only concern, Omni-Man and Homelander, I feel like moveset, power set might be a little too similar. That's why when we were talking about this,
interesting.
that's why we were talking about this before. I really didn't want both of them. I wanted one of them, unless like it's an Echo fighter, like they're a skin, so it's just the one character and you can toggle between which one you're actually using. Because it feels like a wasted slot to me if they have the same move set or power set, or at least very similar move sets. Outside of that, though, I think it's going to be really cool. I think Peacemaker is such a wild addition. Like, who would have thought this no-name character would have gotten a TV show, and now he's in Mortal Kombat? It's just insane. Right. I love it.
What a rise.
Yes. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
Which one's a no-name character?
Peacemaker was a no-name.
Peacemaker.
Oh.
He was very much a no-name character. But I agree, like with the redundancy of Homelander and Omni-Man. I'm actually curious how they differentiate the two, and I do believe Omni-Man obviously is going to be the first character you're going to get. I think the last one will end up being Homelander to give it space. But I am still very curious how they differentiate the two, because they're very similar power set.
Yeah, and like within Justice, they gave us Superman and Supergirl, but at least like that's a DC thing. It's weird that your two DLC characters are that similar,
Right.
Yeah, I guess it's like even. Oh, go ahead, Trayvon.
I'm trying to remember that Omni-Man is like just super strong and can fly, right?
He doesn't have laser.
Yeah.
Heat vision. Yeah. That's what really differentiates them, I guess.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like even if they do play similarly, I don't know if it's kind of like the fan service triumphs the kind of, I guess, unique mechanics they can deliver, or if they really do think they can make them two very unique characters. So I guess that's something we'll have to find out at a later date for sure.
Absolutely.
But I also have the Mortal Kombat Ngati, I think is how you say
Ngati,
it, trailer pulled up. I should be able to hear it this time because I think I muted it for myself. Yep, I hear it now.
There you go.
Umgadi are warrior priestesses, selected from the firstborn daughters of Outworld.
I like the setting.
Oh, that's beautiful.
From infancy, they are trained to defend the royal family.
I will prevail, Earthrealmer. This fight is more important to me than you can ever know.
I think this is showing how the story will go too, Trayvon, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, that's exactly how it's
On her
So-
Oh, yeah.
His father was murdered.
Yeah. See the story, walk right into the
Surrender if
fight.
you wish to remain
Yeah, like they
unharmed.
have these kind of cutscenes
Let
in
us pass,
between.
Tanya.
And you'll
Yeah.
have
The Empress and her
cameo
family are
characters that are
Are
specific
you
to
so
the story.
easily
Like,
taken in by lies?
I feel like it'll just
See if
make
you
me
still
be
fight
like,
in Umgadi.
I want a game of Homelander. I want a game
My
of
edge
Omni Man.
hasn't dulled.
That's what it make me feel like.
Which is fair. And I feel like that could be something on the horizon. I know it's definitely been
Incapable of
talked
protecting the
about,
royal house.
like Invincible having a game. Hopefully it's not
Yeah.
the mobile game they just announced.
Well, I hope not.
oh,
But,
yeah.
there's definitely been a lot of
Are
talk
you
about it,
unwell,
so
Princess?
Yeah,
I'm sure somebody will capitalize.
I am
They
fine,
better.
Tanya.
Wasted
For you to
them.
hold the throne, we must keep your secret.
With Liu Kang's help, maybe
Mm.
they'll find a cure.
Oh man.
I like how they're doing her different.
Yes, everyone's different.
No, what I'm saying, I like how they're doing how she has her mouth and everything, like how she gets,
Oh, yes.
how she gets changed. That's really dope.
Her origin, yeah, that origin, everything, her origin's completely changed.
So,
Him
wait,
too?
I thought, okay, so that is Melina?
Yeah,
That was
Oh,
me.
okay. I'll be
Dang,
honest with y'all.
Brock has
I
got
know
like
kids-
sword arms now, or is that attachment?
so
What happened?
It looks like they retract.
What? Oh, his blades?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they do.
Yeah.
yeah,
I heard there might be because in this obviously the Tarkai it's like a disease, so they
Right.
become Tarkatan over time, and obviously he's fully embedded. And apparently there might be a human version of Baraki. you get to play with.
Priestesses,
I'm like,
in my
oh,
heart,
that'll be
I am
fire.
still Umgadi. I will always honor my vows.
They made a returning character to the 3D era character. Tanya's a 3D era character they brought back and redesigned.
They brought
Very
him
nice.
back fire though.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
they never had powers like
they
this.
they upgraded it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They kept some of the same abilities, but
Yeah, but not obviously to the vein of what it's at.
yeah. And I love the new storyline.
These finishers are insane.
Oh my god, yeah.
Wow.
I don't know how Joel was casually talking over that.
I've seen that a lot. That's
Watched
why.
this so many times.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I've watched that a lot so far.
Yeah.
The Umgadi are very much like their version of the Dora Milaje. That's kind of how they
Mm.
Yeah, it was
This was-
really interesting.
That makes
This
sense.
was so good.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm very curious because I have theories now because it's like, all right, well, because obviously they've changed a lot of what the original storyline for this. So I'm like, all right, so who's this? How's this? They officially announced that Kuai Liang is Scorpion in this. You're like, oh well, then what the fuck? Where's Hanzo? Who's
Yeah.
Hanzo? Like, there's a lot of very interesting things that they're doing that I'm very excited to find out. So yeah, it's gonna be a good story mode.
Yeah, it looks super interesting. Like I know, even though I don't play every single Mortal Kombat, I usually will check out a little bit, if not all, the story, just because. You know, I think Joel has said this before, but as far as fighting games goes, they probably are the ones to have like the best story throughout all the games. So
Yeah.
it's really interesting, and especially now I feel like they've created a jumping off point for like new fans as well, like people who aren't all caught up on the Mortal Kombat lore. So I was like, oh man, do I have to play like Mortal Kombat, like the original 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 11 to understand it, or
Right.
like what? And this time it's like, no, you could just like jump right in from here and just keep going. So
Yo.
it seems to be what a lot of video game franchises have been doing as of late. But we are in kind of like, there's a new generation of gamers that are coming up that like don't have all these connections to these franchises. So it's interesting to see like how they're trying to keep themselves fresh and like reintroduce themselves to another generation.
Yeah, I applaud them for doing it because I was not expecting that. I was just expecting 12, and they're going out.
Yeah. The fact that they we knew it was gonna be a new timeline just because of how 11 ended, but for them to go full on reboot like this is crazy,
insane. And you know what? And I was someone that was very disappointed that I thought it was gonna be Mortal Kombat next because I was really looking forward to Injustice 3.
Yeah,
I was so mad, but look, they delivered. I was like, if they're gonna do it like this, and I'm very excited now for when they eventually do get to Injustice. And hopefully that's a reboot. That story.
That would be good.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm really curious about that one as well. Injustice, I think I was like a little bit more into just because, it's DC, it's stuff that I know.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm kind of wondering like if it's getting caught up because, WB's got WB Games in particular has their hands on a lot of different things like Hogwarts Legacy and Suicide Squad, even though they might not want to be involved in that one anymore. So I guess we'll have to see what comes from these projects. Hogwarts Legacy is definitely, we can say that's for sure. They're probably happy with it, but things in the future questionable.
Damn DLC.
I don't know if they're gonna. They still haven't announced anything about DLC. It might just be Hogwarts Legacy 2.
Yeah, really. They haven't by now at this point. Like,
well, no, Elden Ring took a year. I won't say
did
that.
It?
Yeah, trust me.
That means it won't be. If
I feel like they're waiting.
Out, maybe.
They're waiting until they release. They still have to do that. I wish they'd just go ahead and cancel that and give me a DLC.
Jesus.
They keep pushing it. Obviously, it's not going to go to the Switch. Just let it go. Sorry, Switch people. Taking too long. Keep pushing it back, push it back. Just forget it.
We'll have to see. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think like, would it be reasonable to just let go of the Switch port? Like, how many people that are interested in Hogwarts Legacy only have a Switch as their console? Like, I don't know.
Would they want it, or would they want it to be slow and terrible? Because that must be the issue for them to take this long.
I can't argue against that. I can't. I don't want to imagine the state that the game is in right now. But I also feel like the Harry Potter audience is like, at least
it's there.
Yeah, it's
there. I was gonna say at least like maybe like 15, 16-ish. So I would imagine the Switch wouldn't be their only console since Switch doesn't really serve mature audiences like that, like the Xbox and the PlayStation tend to. So I don't know. We'll have to see.
They're dragging out to the Switch 2. That's what they're gonna do. Like, oh yeah, here it is. Now it's
out. We did say Switch. We just didn't say which one. So
let's go.
Still right.
I would not be surprised if that's the case. If we're being real,
honestly.
Yeah. I mean, whatever makes it easier for them, that's probably what they're gonna go with at the end of the day.
I'm down.
Yeah, but this Mortal Kombat has been, I don't know. It's just like didn't think I was gonna be as hyped as I was, especially with the Omni-Man trailer. But or not Omni-Man trailer. It wasn't just him. It was the DLC pack.
No, it was just
that featured Omni-Man.
Okay.
Not too much. Not too much.
So how does
forget my guy Ermac?
Well, quick question about this: how does this work? So is this something you got to pay for separately? Like, what is it like?
Oh yeah, that's definitely their DLC.
Okay.
What? Oh, DLC? Yeah, it's like a season pass type shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you buy the deluxe, you probably get them all, or what?
Most likely.
Probably included.
Okay.
Yeah, that's usually fighting games have like a. I don't really like the system that they work off of, but it's kind of like they nickel and dime you for a lot of things.
Oh yeah, especially DLC. Like when I got Injustice 2, I bought the $100 version, and that came with the first season pass or the first whatever pack they called it. And I was gonna get it because I knew I was gonna buy them anyway. So it's always $5 cheaper if you get the pack. So
I did that with Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and then they unveiled like 8 other packs after that.
Yeah. I mean, that's
like
crazy.
that was cool.
Yeah.
That's cool, but yeah, it's
No, because you only got the first 4 with your Mind of Deluxe, and then
that's still a lot,
after that, yeah, true, but still,
Yep. Still
What's the
digging
point of
into your
Deluxe?
pockets.
right.
I'll take it.
But speaking of Omni-Man, speaking of DLC, speaking of Invincible, because that's obviously what we were just talking about.
And nothing
We also got
else.
exactly. We just got the Invincible season 2 teaser trailer, which I actually haven't seen, along with the Adam Eve episode trailer, which I actually saw the episode, so I'm very backwards in this, but still excited nonetheless. Invincible, I thought the first season, funny enough, I was like not as in love with the first season as everybody else was. I feel like I say that so much now, but I wasn't.
You a
as
hater.
impressed. I'm
Get her
not.
out of here,
I'm not a
Mike.
hater. I'm not a hater. Listen, hey, I'm controlling.
Not a lover,
I'll
though.
take you out of there. but the only reason I'll say this is because like Mark, he's the main character, and I feel like he gets his ass beat like the whole first season.
It's like Spider-Man. It's kind of the point.
And he was kind of became a little bit of a jerk. Like he's like, "Oh, I got the powers now. Cool. I don't even have to walk on the ground. Like I'm
That's
the bee's
it.
knees." All
Yeah.
that.
I ain't
But
gonna
then
lie.
he
Yeah.
kept getting his
Lie.
ass
I've
beat,
never-
and I'm like, "Shut up, Mark. Shut up." I literally like Omni-Man. Like, shut up. Like, think, Mark, think. So, I'm excited for this second season because it seems like, with the special episode of Adam Eve, they are going to be developing some of these other secondary characters, which I think with Mark, it will create like a complete, well-rounded package, because you can always have your jerk. You can have your Vegetas, but you also have to have your Gokus and your Piccolos and, the whole gang. So that way
Marcus Vegeta?
it feels...
No.
What? I don't know. Why'd you have to call me out? Damn it. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's watch.
That's what I'm here for.
For some of you, it probably seemed like this day would never come. Maybe you're even wondering if you're ready for this.
Bro, his forehead.
Or what comes next.
That's a lot.
You have no idea.
Leave him alone. Ready to Bell Johnson does this or that.
Oh, I thought that was him.
Not too much from Carl Winslow.
No, I was like, that sounds so familiar. It looks familiar.
I don't fight friends because I would win.
Never apologize for saving lives.
There's only one way this kid goes back out there, and that's on a very short.
This cast is
I'm
insane.
just happy helping.
It is.
It was the same last season.
People try to kill us every single day, right?
No, we're talking about the edition.
How old he is. He needs to go down.
They got Cyborg.
Maybe if you train more and complained less, we could get back to saving lives.
I gotta finish.
Like, look at some of those names that was on there.
Make
Yeah,
him pay for
it's
what
insane.
he did to your world.
I sent y'all that
son of
that
he who
thing that
slayed
people
my
are like
I am a normal
discovering
human
or thinking
superhero.
what's gonna happen.
too, but not
in
for
this
your
Josh
series.
Animus, Lonnie, Chloe Bennett,
Based off that
Questions
one
later.
name right there.
Which one?
Joey K. Brown,
Peter Cullen.
The Spider-Man.
Josh Keaton.
You're right.
There you
That
go,
has
baby.
not happened
Peter
since the
Cullen.
Great Purge.
Douchebag alert.
You should have died at birth.
Dang, man.
I need somebody to beat his ass. I need somebody to beat his ass. for real.
Let me tell
Damn,
you.
you're not a fan of
I need him to get his ass beat. One
What?
time. One time.
I love
One
Omni-Man.
time.
In
Let me
my
tell you.
Discord server, my name is Omni-Woman. It's still Omni-Woman.
Wow.
I love Omni-Man.
He was too mean to Mark. It pissed me off.
Omni-Man.
that was great.
You like this show, Jamie? How's your name, Omni Woman?
I do like the show. It's just me and Mark have a mixed relationship. Everybody else though, we're cool.
That's like Didge calling himself Daredevil.
Let's not.
Didge Devil.
If that's how it is, I'll claim Omni-Man. I don't have to be invincible. I'll just
It
claim
could be
Omni-Man.
Dare Didge,
Dare
Didge.
Didge Devil sounds cool. Yeah.
Didge
Didge
Devil.
Devil does sound better.
Didge Devil.
Also like a vacuum cleaner. But yes, I mean,
But back to this teaser trailer, talking about the stacked cast, it's a lot of talent here. So I'm excited to see like how this season is going to play out. And again, like I was saying, it does seem like they're going to try and flesh out a lot of these secondary characters. And if they have like, you know, that star power behind it as well, I'm excited. I don't know. It just feels like it's been a while since we've seen well, it literally has been a while since we've seen Invincible, but been a while since we've had like love how does love Omni-Man we don't like Mark. Listen, it's not that I don't like Mark.
Nonsense.
It's just like he could be better. He could be better.
Yeah, he's a hero at the beginning of his journey. He will eventually.
Yeah, you know, he's a teenager.
There's a lot of bumps, though. Trust me, there's way more bumps to come. This is just the beginning.
This got nothing to do with the girlfriend, right, Jamie?
This
got nothing to do with the girlfriend, right?
No. Adam Eve is cool. And actually, speaking of Adam Eve,
the first
what? The other. No, I don't like her either. Actually,
Okay.
She was fine up until she was like, "Yeah, I know who you were," and it's like, well, why were you doing? Why were you doing all this stuff? Yeah, but I heard in the comic it was different. She thought he was just a drug dealer and not invincible, so it made more sense why she was acting kind of like aggro. But let's talk about the good girlfriend, Adam Eve. Let's watch her special episode trailer. And I don't know if you guys have actually seen the special episode, but if you have,
I saw it.
I have not.
Did. What are you doing?
Very good.
I'll mute out while you guys are
man.
talking about it. It's cool.
Come
I've been hectic. It's been busy.
Come on.
Adam Eve.
I've been looking for apartments, and I watched
I
this.
just want to talk about where you came from.
15 minutes.
Just don't sleep. It's fine.
Oh.
You know
Seriously.
how I used to say I could see molecules?
This was actually really interesting the way they explained this.
I'll wait till Dish mutes before I say what she gave me in this episode. I was really excited about.
Superhero.
At the end.
I'll be back anyway.
This was a one shot in the comics.
You must stop.
Oh, okay.
But I can help people.
So I'm like, I know all this.
I'm a government
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
freaking badass.
You are.
Yeah, she was dope. Definitely like her character a lot more now.
No, the cape is cute.
There's more.
The
Oh,
name is
Adam Eve. Special episode on Prime now.
I just like that.
a lot of cool.
When she went, to me, when she went binary. That's when she
No,
unlocked,
I see.
unlocked her full power. I was like, you might not want to mess with her now. Like she literally rearranged you.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. Have we seen her do anything like that in the show?
No.
I was watching this episode in like Hall H or wherever we were. They screened it live. And so the crowd was really into it. And we all were just like, if she's this powerful, what has she been doing in season 1? Like, where was she? Because
Trying
like,
to hold back.
just,
Holding back.
I guess. Because I'm like, this girl's
scared of her power.
The most powerful person in the universe besides Omni-Man.
And it just reaffirmed that I don't like her dad. I don't like her dad at all. Her dad has kind of sucked from day one. Like even when she was a little kid and she's figuring out that she can see like molecules and all that stuff. He's just like, what is wrong with this weirdo little girl? I'm like, that is your daughter, sir. Like he's
I'm
horrible.
gonna be real. He's the worst parent in the show, and I didn't think that was possible.
Yeah.
Right.
And Omni-Man literally almost killed Mark, but he's still the worst.
It's true.
Horrible.
Yep.
Brutal.
He's bad in the comic book too, though. He's but he's just a douchebag. That's the only thing I remember. That he was just a dick.
Yeah, he is just horrible.
There's more layers to Omni-Man. I'll tell you that.
There better be.
Okay.
I'm excited to see it
now.
As long as they live up to what I read, yes, there's way more.
Makes sense.
But let's go ahead and talk about this Adam Eve episode since Didge is got us on mute right now. So I really enjoyed the Adam Eve episode. I feel like we did get like her general backstory in season 1, but I think they really expanded on it in this episode, and it was really cool to see. I kind of forgot that her parents weren't her actual parents, and was kind of like the scientist guy.
Did
I
they
feel
tell
like
us
he
that
coulda-
last season?
I think they did.
I don't remember.
I think
It's been
they
so
told.
long, I don't
I think
remember
she
anymore.
said something about them not being her parents, but I don't know. I don't think they expanded on anything else.
I already knew, so I don't remember if they said it or not.
I could be wrong, but I feel like they told us
Okay.
before. But yeah,
I
the
could have dismissed it. It's
scientist
been like
guy-
5 years, so
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's
Honestly.
been a long minute.
Actually.
I was surprised how attached I got to him, and learning about the mother and what happened with her. That was just horrible. Her whole, like, her actual family situation and her adopted family situation are both kind of messed up, in a couple different ways, unfortunately. But I do think like this episode really added some depth to her character, and yeah, I just really enjoyed it. But what about you, Trayvon? What did you think about the Adam Eve episode?
Oh, I thought it was great to see her backstory and tragic life, man. Ooh. You know, it just at home, like the mom is like, you know, mom is trying, but she also not shutting the dad down. Like,
yeah,
I just did that annoyed me. I was like, come on now, like you see what he's doing. She finally spoke up like one time. I was like, this he's been doing this for a long time. You know, take a long time to speak up for her. Like it was too much. I'm surprised she ran away all this time. To be honest,
right? For real.
Or fly away, or whatever. Like knock her back. Like I would have left. But it just, I don't know. It's a tragic, you know. And then to see the other experiments, I was like, man,
yeah,
that was like,
ooh,
they tried to do the same thing they did. I was like, oh my god, like. And when he said, I put the what did he say? He put like a blocker. That reminded me of Jean Grey and Phoenix as well. When he said that he would put a blocker in there to stop her from using like her full ability or whatever.
Yeah, manipulating like particles of live animals and people and stuff.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I'm curious what they do with her in the second season, because you know, I guess if she gets mad enough or lose control enough, she might scare Mark. So that'd be fun to see. So yeah, it's cool. I loved it. It was great. Want more of it.
I definitely want to see her display more of these powers in season 2, which it seems like if you're gonna give us this special episode that I think is technically a part of season 2, they would kind of build on it. So
right,
that's the case. But what about you, Joel? Even though you've already read this one shot, you're very familiar with the material. Was it able to bring something new for you, or what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I didn't know we would actually get it, so it was very nice, very surprising that they went there, and makes me wonder if they'll do other one shots and other characters I was not expecting. I think this Invincible, maybe it's just the beginning of expanding the universe that they have there, because I feel like there's a lot to mine from there. So I'm very excited to see where it goes with if they do other spin-offs. I'm not sure. There is a lot more to Adam Eve. There is something that happens there later on in the series where I wonder if, at this point I'm pretty confident we'll get there. I wonder how long. Yeah, sorry, we'll see. We'll see if they go there.
Yeah, I feel like I know what you're talking about. I had somebody spoil me about it. I was literally telling him about season 1, and I was like, yeah, I haven't heard anything else, so I'm really excited. And he's like, really? You haven't heard this, and this? And I'm like, no. And he's like, this, and this. And I'm like, why? Shut up. Like,
yeah,
stop
somebody
talking.
told me some stuff about Mark, and I went looking, and I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot.
Dang manga readers.
Are there any other one-shots that you know of?
There's the one popular one that had Mark meeting Spider-Man.
Okay.
That's
the one that people keep talking about because of that Tim Robertson name in there. So
there is something that's going to probably happen this season.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they'll go there, but that's
neat.
It does happen during that time. So we'll see.
It could work since Sony is putting Spider-Man properties on Amazon. So
So like, that is true. Invincible meeting Spider-Man Is it like the Marvel Spider-Man, or is it like a alternate universe, or how does that
It'll be
work?
Sony Spider-Man.
In the animated, I have no idea. That'd be very. I guess pick one of the animated Spider-Man they have the rights to, or whatever one they can get their hands on.
Peter B. Parker.
Oh, Spider-Ham. That's too specific. But it's just 616 Spider-Man in the comic book.
Okay.
So it's very interesting. I was like, oh,
That would be. I think that could set the internet on fire. So that'd be interesting, especially because Spider-Man doesn't really like. I guess he doesn't have a code against killing, but he also doesn't really be killing people either. So
right.
be interesting to see
Not a killer. No.
how that would work out.
Spider-Man teams up with Wolverine. It's fine. It's fine.
He teams up with everybody. I mean, the closest he gets to kill them is when he's with Venom.
True.
As Venom.
Good point. But what about you, Mike? What did you think of this Adam Eve episode? Watching it live at Comic-Con.
It was amazing. I loved everything about this episode. Basically echoing what you guys are already saying. I appreciate that it's a one shot, because if they're gonna give us a special episode and it ended on some freaking cliffhanger, we had to wait like 3 months to see the rest of it, I would have hated that. So I'm glad it was able to wrap up in this one episode. And it just kind of is a testament to how great this universe is, right? The first season is very much Mark and Omni-Man, but we were able to tell a compelling story with different characters, with new characters. Lance Reddick, he was a villain in this episode, and that was incredible. Like hearing his voice like one more time, like that kind of got me a little emotional because I didn't expect it. And it was like the crowd cheered. It was great. It was a great energy there. Eve as a character is like, she wasn't my favorite. I didn't hate her. I didn't have a problem with her. But seeing more about her character, like how she gets to where she is when she meets Mark in season 1, I think is very fascinating and was some great world building. And if there's more one shots, I want them to keep doing this. It'll make the wait between seasons a lot easier. Like in anime, you get that movie in between seasons, or you get those OVAs. Yeah. So more of these, please.
Good point.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Any other closing remarks before we let Didge back in?
What if we just don't let Didge back in?
Just don't tell him. Don't let him know.
Keep him out of it.
Stay out forever.
Y'all been talking about Invincible for an hour, man.
It was that good. It was that good.
Like, what is going on? All right, I will let him know. But in the meantime, going to the next topic, we also had the One Piece live action trailer, another trailer for the One Piece live action adaptation. And
live action. I was gonna say I could stay gone if we're talking One Piece. All right, no, we're talking live action. Okay, I can be here. We're talking live action.
What? I didn't know you didn't like One Piece.
No, I just haven't watched it. It's too long. But
I've actually just started getting back into it. I watched like an episode or so a night now.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you'll catch up in like 4 years.
Where you at, Jamie? Where you at?
I'm on. Oh God, what number am I on? I just got out of the Alabasta arc, and I think I'm on like Sky Islands. I skipped the TV original because I realized it was filler. I'm like, they're not doing anything, so I just skipped that arc. So now it's like Sky Islands or something like that. Yeah. I think it's called. So I'm at the beginning of that.
All right, you're good then. You're
how many episodes in is that?
The Skypiea one?
Yeah.
Oof, I don't know off the top of my head, but it's not as long. Alabasta was longer than I think Skypiea.
Yeah, I think total episodes it might be like 140 something, maybe like that far.
It's an arc, and that
that's episode 154. I just looked it up.
I was
at least the start. Okay. The start of that.
Yeah, the start of it. Yeah,
you still got 1,000 episodes.
I did skip like 12 episodes from like the last arc to this one.
But people who do not watch One Piece to know
how long does it really
show is.
Is it really worth it like that many episodes? Like, is it really like interesting?
To me, there's not a lot of filler. To me,
to be fair, everybody I know who is caught up has said it's been worth it. Yeah. So I do think it's a great story. I'm not about to sit back and watch 1,100 episodes.
You're gonna do it.
That is still going.
Love it when you get there.
I feel like the way to do it is like to play the long game and just like watch it bit by bit. But because to me, when I think about it, like, is it worth it to watch 1,000 episodes? I feel like for almost anything, even like some of my favorite properties, I'd be like, probably not.
Right.
But if it's just like, is it worth it to watch this show like one day a week or like on the weekends? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. It's a fun show. So
I'm gonna die
that's the way
if
I'm
you watch
going
One
about
Piece
it.
one day a week.
I think I watched like maybe 3 or 4 episodes.
One a day, every week.
There you go.
At
If
least
I
you're
did,
getting
I'd rather go
7
to
a week.
Supernatural.
Excuse me.
I'd rather do
Oh, wow.
Supernatural.
Supernatural's good too. I like Supernatural.
That's a show I'm like looking at. Like they got like 20 seasons.
Those are longer episodes, but
I didn't know that.
But that's a show I would actually do if I had to pick something.
I did finish that recently, like maybe a year ago or something like that.
I need to pick that one.
So I did that
I
too.
will
One
say,
at a time though. Oh, go
I
ahead.
will say, the Amateur Otaku, the Straw Hats, they're coming. They're talking One Piece. They'll let you know if it's worth your time. They're probably biased
so
still because they call themselves the Straw
I was
Hats.
gonna say anyone calling themselves the Straw Hats is not giving you legit information. It's definitely gonna be rose tinted.
Once you're
AJ
in, you're trust me.
AJ's in that crew. He knows.
Yeah, that's true. You guys want to check out the trailer before we move on to the next one, or y'all just want to?
Yeah.
No, yeah, let's watch it. The
I
trailer was
haven't
great.
seen it, so yeah.
Oh,
dude.
dang! You didn't see it? Where was you at?
Nope.
What happened?
They didn't have a panel, so like they dropped it online. I was covering other stuff.
Mike.
This would be the only way I watch One Piece. It'd be the show.
I am kind of excited for this show.
Exactly.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, the show looks great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call myself a straw hat after I watch it too.
Stop it.
They just start streaming. It's like only straw hats from now.
Found everything as well as well.
They only have.
Free yourselves. Take to the seas. My treasure is yours to find.
So what do you say?
I feel like they really nailed
you
the
with
look
me?
for pretty much everybody.
It's
which is
crazy.
good.
It's crazy how they nailed a lot of it.
Why would anyone want to be a pirate? This is the best thing there is.
But I guess the other good thing about One Piece is like most of everybody's like outfits and stuff is pretty practical.
Salty seer. Loyal crew by your side. It's ready!
What is it?
We're Jolly Roger. We are the Straw Hat crew. We're heading up to the Grand Line.
A treacherous stretch of ocean with bigger islands, bigger pirates.
And that's where we're gonna find the One Piece.
You've been making enemies everywhere we go.
Spoiler: they're not gonna find it anytime soon.
I got something to say about that.
Bro, the One Piece is the journey along the
They
way.
are hunting
As long,
you.
once fans realize that, they'll be happier.
Let me tell you something. 1,000 episodes in, I don't give a fuck about the One Piece anymore.
You have to excuse them.
That's fair.
Forget about it. I forget that's even a point. It's not a point.
This crew, our crew,
Okay, I'll watch.
handle anything.
It's interesting.
Do you the kindness
It's
of
weird.
keeping you
It's interesting. It's like, I don't know.
Weird is gonna be an
You're my
understatement.
captain from now until the end. I'm gonna kick your ass because no one messes with my friends.
Ooh, cool.
What's so special about you?
I'm Monkey D. Luffy. And I'm gonna be king of the pirates. I didn't know there were so many pirates. It's terrible. I know, right? Where's my face?
August
That
31st.
looks fun.
It
Yeah,
does.
It's a lot of fun.
It does look like a lot of
I'm gonna become Straw Hat Ditch
Yeah.
after I watch it.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I ran into Straw Hat Goofy in Comic-Con. That was a thing.
Cool.
Oh, nice. I feel like there's always one because I feel like I also saw Luffy when I was at Comic-Con last year.
There's always
He's a
one,
big
like I
fan.
said.
He loves
for
cons.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I'm obviously indifferent considering I know a lot of people don't like live action adaptations of animes. I'm more open to it than most people, so for me, it's a little different than everyone else. But I applaud them for getting as accurate as they could without being too fucking goofy. And don't get me wrong, there are going to be moments in the show where you're going to go, that looks ridiculous. But the show is ridiculous. That's why I say it's very hard to adapt correctly without looking ridiculous, because the show has so many moments in the show where like this can only be done in an anime without looking stupid in real life. But the fact that they got this close shows me that they care, and like they're to a point where it's like, I don't know if you've seen Japanese version, like Japanese live action anime, where they look too accurate, that looks fake. They're right now borderlining that. That's kind of where it looks right now, where it's like they're. But the fact that they're trying, I really appreciate. Even the CGI looks pretty good, which I'm like, you don't get a lot of that in that last trailer, where it's just him stretching back. It's very little. I'm like, oh, that looks kind of weird, but him doing his punches that looked cool. The costume department, everything. If you like compare things side by side with other characters, it looks like they're on the money, and I applaud them.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you, Joel. I've been super impressed by pretty much everything I've seen from the One Piece like live action like Netflix project, you know, even from like the beginnings when they were just showing off the sets and like that they were actually building the sets and not just trying to do CG with everything.
Right.
I've had faith that this was at least going to be like a fun watch, you know, even though I'm not like super attached to One Piece or super emotional about it. Yeah, it might possibly. Hopefully it doesn't matter too much. But I feel like, you know, like what Trayvon was saying, even just watching this trailer, like it looks like a lot of fun. And I think it doesn't have to be I guess like I don't know, whenever I watch like an adaptation of something or like we see an adaptation of like any kind of media, for me, I don't think it has to be like exactly the same because to me that would be kind of boring. Like I want it to be like we'd have a little bit of inspiration, but you also bring like your own little flair to it. So that way it's something new for me to like come into this with and actually be excited for. And it's interesting to have like Oda a part of this project as well, because this is almost like I guess a new interpretation for him of like what he like the beginnings of One Piece that he did in the past. And now, you know, he's created so much One Piece. Like as we were talking about like the 1,000 episodes and who knows how many manga chapters, that maybe he's had some ideas on how to like refine that beginning and maybe approach things a little bit differently. So I'm curious to see if like we'll have some of those changes at the beginning of this show. But Trayvon, I'd definitely love to hear more from you since, you know, you're talking you don't have much like experience with One Piece, but you were saying this looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, it looks fun. It looks like my type of show. It's weird. It's I don't know. I guess some of the scenes. I don't know. It just like a fun time. I think I have a good time watching this. I don't know anything about this. I was like, oh, they're pirates. Okay, he has some kind of weird stretching ability. Like they're looking for the One Piece, whatever that is. Yeah, I don't know.
You're gonna find out in the first season. I'll tell you.
You're not gonna find out by season 10, boy.
We're 1,000 episodes in.
No, Netflix keep you going that far. Okay, stick behind it.
Well,
I'm telling you, the One Piece is the journey along the way. I don't know why no one will ever accept that.
I don't care. I'm fine with it. I'm absolutely fine with it.
Yeah, I think it probably is.
It's gotta be at this point. If you ain't found it, it's taking you 1,000 episodes, and you're not even a little closer.
But that's the thing; they stopped really talking about it to the point where you're like, "What?" We forget that that's a thing.
That's because they've accepted it.
Yeah,
now we just need the fans to accept it.
Because to me, it's about him literally becoming the Pirate King. To me, because he never stops talking about that. He wants to become king of the pirates.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, you were saying you were getting ready to buy a straw hat after watching the trailer,
Yeah,
though.
no, I'm definitely gonna watch this. I was optimistic on it when Oda was involved, just because I feel like that's something you don't see too much, especially like with the Netflix style live action adaptations. So, having the creator, it gives you more confidence that it'll stay at least true to the story that he envisioned. You know, whether it is something like Joel was saying, that now that he's however long again, I think that might have been you. I'm sorry, I mixed you guys' whatever. Who was saying that now that they're in, they know how he can tell the story at the beginning a little bit better. So maybe that will make it more of a concise story, just something that it'll feel familiar, but a little bit more put together. Not that I could say that the original was not put together because I haven't watched it. But I'm excited for that because I think all the parts that I've seen from the anime that look a lot of fun seem to be present here in the trailer. So I'm gonna definitely give it a shot. Like I said, by the end, who knows? I'll probably have my straw hat. That doesn't mean I'm gonna watch the anime though. That does not mean that.
There.
You say that, but the next thing you know, you're gonna be like, "Well, I started reading the manga instead."
I'd rather do that.
Down.
Yeah, I'd rather do that than watch the anime. At least with the manga, I could read 30 or 40 chapters in a day if I'm really ambitious. I'm not watching 30 or 40 episodes in a day.
Well, that's a lot. That's a lot.
There's 1,000 episodes. You got to go crazy to catch up.
Yeah, you don't have to. Like I started, I forget years ago, obviously, but my cousin started way after me. Once he got into it, he passed me. He still probably passed me. I'm still not where he at, which is probably caught up.
Yeah,
and he's a big anime head.
Because he probably went crazy with watching it.
Because he got addicted to it. That's how good it is. You just got to give it a chance. It's good.
There's too much other stuff that is out for me to have to be able to spend days watching just
I
one.
will say this. If this gets past season 1, which I fucking hope it does, but I can't. You never know with Netflix.
You never know with Netflix, for sure.
But I was thinking about it. I'm like, all right, so what would be season 2? And like, I think Arabasta would probably be season 2. And then season 3 would probably be Sky Islands, whatever. I think that would probably end up being 3. And then they'll probably do Water 7 at 4. So that would probably, if it gets to 5 seasons, you could probably get to the point where they go on their 2-year break. But I don't know if it'll even get that far. But that would probably fulfill, at least for most One Piece fans, if it's good and you want to get that far, at least 5 seasons to get just to that point. And if it's really good, you keep going. But if not, just give me my 5 seasons.
Chapters of the manga.
Yeah, I just gotta go by sagas because there's sagas that it come in the major plot points. Yeah. If you go by arcs, it's a little longer.
What about you, Mike? Any thoughts? Any additional thoughts about this? I know we talked about this on Amateur Otaku and over here. So
I wasn't there for any of those. So One Piece looks fun. Like I'm really excited for it. So I guess my thing is I'm really excited to see their approach because Oda is involved, and he even wrote a letter to the fans saying, "Hey, this was not going to release until I was happy with it." So I want to know what version of Netflix One Piece got the Oda seal of approval. But not just that, like you were always saying earlier, what does this new interpretation look like? With him being involved, he knows where they can cut corners, what they can do to kind of fine tune things, what arcs they can kind of condense or skip entirely for the sake of this show. So that to me is probably like the most interesting part, is that it doesn't have to be a 1-to-1 adaptation if Oda didn't want it to be. They can just get the essence of the story and those characters, kind of like a comic book adaptation. Like manga adaptations try to be 1-to-1. Superhero movies don't. Like Captain America Civil War is not the comic book Civil War. So One Piece does a similar thing where it's like it's the spirit of One Piece through a different lens, a more digestible Netflix friendly lens. That to me is pretty exciting.
I agree.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. And I'm hoping they have better luck than they did with Cowboy Bebop and its adaptation. And, Shinichiro Watanabe, not so much approving of that, even from the beginning. So it's good to see that Oda is involved. But you know what Watanabe-san is approving of, though, is his new
Wonderful
anime that
set.
he's working on.
Glad.
I know.
I see you.
His new anime that he's working on with Adult Swim called Lazarus. Now again, this is the last anime thing of the show, but I had to pull this up here because I didn't even know they had a trailer for this until I was looking earlier today, and I was like, "Oh God, I have to watch this," because
I haven't seen the trailer. This is exciting. I was already in, but
very
this is
exciting. I'm very hyped for this, so let's dig into it. It seems like it's gonna be like maybe I have no idea. Yeah, let's just get into it.
I haven't seen it, so I'm excited.
Sold.
Seriously.
When we're done, I ask you what else has they done.
He also did Carol and Tuesday. I don't know if you've seen that. That's one of his more recent projects. Did Space Dandy. He did. What else?
It looks like one of his things.
Oh my God.
I will say I am upset you don't have the Uzumaki trailer on here though.
What happened?
Already. I'm ready. This looks good.
I was telling Jamie, I'm upset that she didn't add the Uzumaki trailer to the docket.
Screw Uzum.
I can add it.
Oh, take it easy, Mike. You should add it, Jamie.
Oh, the action looks sick.
Samurai Champloo. Yes, thank you, Isaac.
I love Samurai Champloo. I knew I had a bit.
This guy's moving like Spike Spiegel, so I'm already in love.
Yeah, see, he kind of looks like him too, so I'm sold.
A little bit less crazy hair, but I like it. Easier to adapt to live action.
Bro, just tell me when. Just tell me when, and I'll be there. I don't think they have a date on this one though. Unfortunately. It looks so good though. The vibes. Oh man. Guys.
That's gonna be great.
Fantastic.
That's gonna be great.
Wow.
Looks good.
Well, Trayvon, I'm curious to hear your thoughts since you have some anime experience, but have you seen Cowboy Bebop? Oh,
No.
Trayvon.
Have you seen the live action Bebop?
No.
Okay, don't
Good.
touch that.
Watch the anime.
Watch the anime.
Definitely.
Watch the anime. It's very good. What were you interested in this at all, Trayvon, or was this kind of like whatever?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Jumping on buildings and stuff. Cool. I don't know. Daredevil. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. I just want to know anything about this. So I was like, it looks cool. I don't know the guy that you guys were so excited about. So I'm like, okay.
Looks good.
If I have time, I have so much other stuff on. I don't know. we'll see.
That's completely fine. That's completely okay. Let's see. Let's go over to you, Joel. What did you think about this?
It looked good. Looked familiar, but also different. I look forward to seeing what the story is because I don't really know what the fuck's going on. But aside from that, it looks like it could be interesting. We'll see. Can't really say more than that.
Yeah. How about you, Mike? What are you getting from this?
When Watanabe's name showed up, I was instantly sold. That's all I need. Like, I didn't need the trailer. Once you just tell me who's making the show, I will be there. And it is very rare for me to feel that way. Like, I don't need to see anything else from this. I just need a date, and I'm going to be there. I'm glad that Adult Swim and Toonami are working with Watanabe. They've aired Cowboy Bebop on repeat for like 30 years.
Yep.
So I'm glad that relationship is kind of like finally paying off for both sides. It looks... The animation looks fluid. It just really made me kind of want a Bebop remake because of how fluid the motion and the visuals.
Don't say that.
With new animation.
Say that, Mike.
Just reanimate it. You don't have to do anything else. Just reanimate it.
That would be insane. I still need to watch the movie. Actually, funny enough.
Oh, you should definitely watch that.
I might have to do that on the flight to DreamCon or something.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. We'll put that on the docket.
Bet.
Awesome. But Didge, tell me what were you feeling from this?
I mean, like Mike said, I was immediately sold already. Animation looks great. It has, you can tell it's computerized, but it has a hand-drawn feel to it. So like I really like that. Mike seems like he disagrees, but also Mike is a hater right now. Him and his Uzumaki.
Hey. No, I opened Twitter and an X popped up, and I was so confused.
Like,
yeah.
That's why I was looking like
that. That threw me off earlier too. But no, I'm excited to see what the story is. I was already sold. Did we get a date? That's all I need now.
We did not get a date at the end of that trailer, and from what I've seen, I don't think there is a date out there at the moment. So
that's all I need at this point is just a date.
Yeah, we'll have to keep our eyes on it. Oh my god, it looks so good. It looked like it looked like it definitely had that Cowboy Bebop vibe. Unfortunately, didn't sound too jazzy. I'm a huge fan of jazz. So, the music, I was like, the music was still cool, but just make it jazzy. Just make Cowboy Bebop 2. That's all I want.
Oh, God.
Just make the second coming of one of the best anime ever.
All right.
That's all I want. But, per request of Didge, we actually are going to check out the Uzumaki trailer. And this is actually a different flavor of anime where
how dare you disrespect Junji Ito like this, Mike? He should go.
How
dare you disrespect Junji Ito like this?
So yes, it is by Junji Ito, or at least Junji Ito is one of the creative story and is probably one of the producers on this. But it's also, this anime is kind of showing like the evolution of like 3D CG anime. And kind of like where we're at with this, which is pretty interesting, especially with the whole, at least this full trailer is all in black and white. I don't know if the whole show is going to be like that.
I was curious about that.
I don't know anything about Uzumaki outside of like the little trailers and things that I've seen about the anime. So
could be in black and white.
So the trailer is. I don't know if the anime is.
Right. I'm just hoping it's better than the Netflix adaptation of his stories, because that whole collection was not good. I hate to say it. It was not good. This looks good though.
親父が変になったのもこの町のせいだと俺は思ってる。親父は最近は会社へも行かず書斎に閉じこもって。
As you can see, we kind of got some like creepy vibes going. A lot of the swirls.
It's for sure horror, and that's what I like about One Junji Ito's work in general.
Yeah,
I'm a huge fan of horror anime, horror in general. So, you were right. His Netflix one wasn't as great. The collection that's on Crunchyroll is pretty good.
Okay, I'll have to check that one out. This one in particular.
This one looks like it's gonna get weird. I read the manga for it, so.
So how long is the manga? Because if they're making like a whole series out of this, I assume it's like pretty lengthy.
At least the story. Yeah, the story is definitely long, and I'm sure they're gonna expand it. I don't think it was like a one shot. Let me tell you how many series. It was 3 volumes, so I can't imagine this series is going to be that long. It may be 5-6 episodes. Like, it's probably a mini-series.
It is kind of interesting because, like, I think I've said this before, but I won't say I'm not a horror fan. But horror stuff, like, it really, like, disturbs me, I guess.
Right.
Like, I watched a horror movie, and then I'll be thinking about it, like, the rest of the day. Like, I watched They Clone Tyrone, which isn't even really horror, but it has, like, those, like, uneasy, unsettling elements. Or after that, I was just looking at people different. So my brother was the only one that didn't watch the movie. And I walked up to him and I'm like, hey, like, you didn't come downstairs to watch the movie. What's going on? He's like, oh, I'm just doing something on my computer, whatever. And I was like, Olympia Black. And he did nothing. And I was like, all right, you're not a clone. We're cool.
Oh, that's funny.
So hilarious. Yeah, we'll have to see. I feel like anime, I can be a little bit more detached to, since it's like they tend to go like really wild and not as realistic. I guess being cloned is not really realistic anyway, but I don't know.
Some would say different.
I guess. I suppose. But yeah, that was Uzumaki for us. We've officially ended the anime corner. Any more anime? Check out the Amateur Otaku. Wait, we didn't.
We didn't.
What else we have?
We didn't.
Well,
there's one more. Okay. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up because I'm like, I thought I cleared everything.
I thought we did too. But either way,
that's why I said the Uzumakis are here. Naruto is back. We got a date.
Damn it, Mike! You couldn't let Uzumaki have it.
Classic Uzumaki.
The OG Uzumaki, Team 7. Here we go. September 3rd, 4 weeks. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I am excited for this. I can't lie.
That's actually pretty dope.
4 weeks.
I want to know what is this story going to be?
Same. Like why and what when?
Well, why is because we need it. What it's going to be?
20th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. I remember when I remember seeing the manga. That was pretty crazy. We're at one of the most popular animes.
Flo is doing the theme song.
Who?
So good. Flo. They did a couple of the intros, like the biggest intros for Naruto. So they're redoing the theme song Go from like the third arc of Naruto, which I assume that's where the story takes place because you see it's Naruto, Sakura, Sasuke, and Kakashi, which means certain events in Naruto haven't happened yet.
Right. Yeah. This is before Sai and I get it. Yeah.
Oh, this is all before Shippuden for sure, obviously.
Yeah, but it's also before the final Valley fight.
Yes.
At the end of
Naruto. Like 12. This is 12-year-old Naruto.
Right.
It's in that weird time period because he has the Rasengan, so it's like right before Sasuke
it's after learning that too. Yeah.
Gotcha. But that was it. I wanted to point this out. We finally got a date. We talked about this a few weeks back, and his name's Uzumaki. It was topical. We can move on now. Bye.
Right.
It wasn't that topical, but
Naruto.
I'm not gonna be mad to any Naruto talk.
There you go. Well, speaking of Marvel, because we were talking about, we keep the transitions going. We were talking about Uzumaki. We were talking about Marvel.
All right,
I'm doing the same thing Mike was doing. Right. So I might get away with it, but I can't.
That one just didn't. I didn't like Mike's transition either.
All right,
I know, he's mad. He's a hater because I've been hating on Uzumaki for like years, and he just noticed, and now.
I don't like the newfound. I don't like the newfound or the newfound hate on my end. I didn't see any of this prior to this.
That's okay. We can move past it. We're all about love over here. And speaking of love, I know this is something that Trayvon really loves.
There you go. I like
Marvels. We got we got a new Marvels trailer dropped at San Diego Comic-Con, or at least around the San Diego Comic-Con time. So we'll definitely check it out here, and we'll talk about it. This is shaping up to be a really interesting project, in my opinion.
Haven't seen this one either.
Wow!
Oh my god!
You make it more fun, Mike.
My favorite one-eyed man of intrigue.
How goes it out there?
Cold, no air, space.
Captain Marvel.
Nice.
The Annihilator. You took everything from me.
Lots of flying in this trailer, I noticed.
Favor.
Love it.
What is happening to me? She's entangled our light-based powers. So we switch places whenever we use them. You can absorb light.
The perfect song for this trailer.
Who's Kamala?
Yeah, it's an unexpected banger.
Into physical matter, which I have never heard of.
I can totally show you.
No!
I feel like the most interesting part for me is thinking like, how is what's happening in Secret Invasion going to affect what's going on here?
I have a feeling this is
It
going to be
won't.
for Secret Invasion.
Every planet we call home.
Whatever happens, but I don't know if it affects
Bring
it.
anybody into this.
Because he's feel like this is gonna
But
be
it's like
for-
Fury goes through so much in this show.
Yeah, that's why I think this is before that.
Aw.
Higher.
Yes,
Further. Faster.
that's more of the trailer. Oh boy. Well, I didn't see that light beam before. Here for that.
Cooks.
I can't. Can you?
I got it.
Yes, you do.
There you go. Very cool. Trayvon, we got to go straight to you, of course.
Movie of the year. Can't wait. Cannot wait.
Movie of the year.
Cannot wait. Oh my god, it's gonna be so fun to see them all together. Can't wait. They keep delaying it. Don't delay it anymore. I'll promote it for you, please.
You really will. Whether you pay him or not, Trayvon will do it.
Leave it alone, please. But yeah, I'm really excited. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see them all together. I love Kamala from her show. So happy, finally get to see Monica and her like full abilities, not just that one ground slam she did in WandaVision, which is cool. But trying to see her lift off the ground as well. So it looks like we're gonna get that with her, and saying higher. I was like, yes, you are higher in the air. Yes, you are. So I'm very excited to
The way
see
you
that.
said it, it's just like I feel like you had a spiritual moment. Like, yes, it's going high. It's going high.
Listen, when I saw that, I was like, yes, you up there. Yes, you are. Stay up there. I love it. So I'm excited. I mean, and there's been some interviews and stuff that kind of confirms some things that it made me more excited. I won't say what those are here, but yeah, we're excited. We're very funny. We're excited.
Awesome.
Keep spoiling. I'm still gonna be having a great time.
What? You would think you wouldn't want it to be spoiled.
No,
so you
I'm
can-
good with this. Give me all of it. Shit,
All
laying
right.
it. Give me all the information.
All day. Mike, how you feeling about the Marvels trailer?
Movie of the year. Hottest cast of the year. I'm just saying. I'm already sold.
Ooh, okay.
I will take it.
There you go. What about you, Didge?
I'm really excited. Movie of the year. You know what? I'll join the train. Movie of the year. It looks great. It looks
Dang.
amazing. I'm gonna join.
3
the
out of
train.
Dude's getting pushed anyway. Come on.
I'm really excited about Darben being the villain, just because. For those who may not know that's Tom Hiddleston's fiance, and she said that he's been coaching her how to be a Marvel villain ever since she's been casting. And say what you will about Tom Hiddleston, he plays Loki great. So if he's been telling her about how to be a great Marvel villain, I feel like we're in for a treat.
Absolutely.
Okay, interesting. Nice. Joel, any thoughts?
Not much. I really liked it. Really, I like it as much as I usually do. Like
Not movie of the year.
I don't know, probably not, but I still will really like
Vote
it.
him. Vote him.
He's a hater.
It doesn't have to be movie of the
Yeah,
year.
I'll see it for both of us.
There are levels to this. But you don't have to be at the top all the time.
I'm already playing a week to see the
But I do fucking I'm really excited for everything that I've seen, and I'm just very curious about the story because I still can't gather what the fuck the story is about, aside from obviously the entanglement between all three of them and how that has to do with the bracelet that Darben finds, and obviously the one that Ms. Marvel finds. And you're like, all right, so what is the connection? I'm very intrigued by that, like how that all connects. So I'm excited.
You know what I think happens? I think in this movie, both of them damn bracelets break, and she gets her original powers. That's what I think happens.
That would be interesting, but also I feel like didn't they avoid giving her like the original like stretchy powers for some reason, whether it was probably budget or CG?
So it's similar to
Captain
Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
But now the movie's over, so now break them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They wanted to get her a little bit closer to the Marvel family, and also budgetary reasons. Having her be all stretchy on TV doesn't look great. We were just talking about One Piece, and Joel's like, it's supposed to look goofy. Miss Marvel probably doesn't want to look as goofy as Luffy does with her stretching abilities.
Right.
So if she's no longer getting TV shows, though, she's just big budget movies, like she's a movie Avenger.
That's different. Yeah.
That they might break them, and we just won't get another season, but we'll get her in more movies.
That'd be interesting.
I think, I don't know, because like in my opinion, I thought Miss Marvel was one of the better Marvel shows, but I know online reception was a bit different. Granted, there are a bunch of weirdos out there that, of course, just like can't handle women being on the screen. So
that's
I don't know what that.
90% of it.
Right? Yeah. So I don't know like what exactly was the feel for it, I guess, or at least what Disney perceives to be the feel for that show, and whether they want to do a season 2. It's definitely some interesting questions there.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
it looks like a fun time. I can't wait.
Sure does.
Yeah. And you know, we have something to tide us over that's also another Marvel property. We got the Spider-Man 2 story trailer that dropped at SDCC. Were you present for this, Mike?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was present for this. This panel was, the energy in the room was insane.
Oh, I can imagine. The way I imagine this is like E3, but it's just one presentation. So I imagine everybody's
E3
going
condensed to one.
Right.
Right. Very excited.
Yeah.
This is going to be fantastic.
Lots happened in the last 10 years.
They've all been fantastic.
The first
That's
game,
the
yeah, I'm saying the first game store was amazing.
How do y'all
second chance?
How do y'all feel about Harry's face?
At first, I'm not gonna lie to you, Mike. Okay, wait, let me go back.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw it, I did not realize that was Harry at first.
When we first saw this, I thought it was the original model of Peter and the new model of Peter talking to each other. I was like, what is going on?
I turned to AJ and said that in the panel. I'm like, that is Peter's original model, right? They just gave him red hair. That's what happened.
Yeah. This looks, I don't know.
I can see it.
I got a second
From the front, not so much. From the back, I'm like, is that the old Peter model?
It's recycled.
It could have been, honestly.
Gonna heal the world.
Might have made it easier.
Yeah, I had no idea who it was until they started talking. I was like, oh, okay.
Right.
My assumption you would probably get it. I don't make big deals about that.
All I saw was, I was like, that ain't Miles. Who are you talking to?
Oh, hell yeah.
That hair's.
I dig it. I dig it.
Figure it out.
It's interesting because, like, I saw something on the internet where they were talking about a lot of black video game characters having this kind of hairstyle, and I kind of agree. But at the same time, it's still a cool hairstyle.
It is.
Craven.
I'm not sure I'm Mary Jane's face.
Would I like some diversity? Yes, but at least they're nailing this rather than just like an afro.
At least they're giving texture now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's progress, That's all we could ask for, really.
How to help you?
What the hell's going on with Pete?
He's not himself. Go help him.
This was our dream.
Y'all see Harry walking with a cane right there?
Yeah. He was sicky.
Going to heal the world.
Oh, she didn't know that.
I bet they have DLC planned.
Oh, hell yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Hell yeah.
They do.
I played all the original DLC too. I beat all that shit.
They were fun, yeah.
I hate Screwball.
Oh, I didn't do any of those.
I played them too. I beat both games at 100%. I never do that. It's very rare.
Oh wow. Okay.
I got to 90% and I'm like, I'm not doing these Screwball challenges. I give up, and I didn't get the platinum.
Dang. I was gonna do the platinum for Miles, but you have to play the game again, and I just finished it, so I'm like, I'll give it a little bit of time.
No.
So I might play the game again before the new game comes out. So then I'll get my platinum.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do it.
I'm thinking about playing the remastered first one again. I haven't played the first one since. I actually only played it one time. And then I played Miles, but I have played Miles again. So I need to play the remastered Spider-Man again. I never played the remastered version of the first one. So
I haven't played either one since I played them the first time, but I really don't need to. I'm playing part 2, so I'm good.
Yeah. I'm gonna get used to Peter's face before the new game.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like Peter's new face versus his old face.
I mean, if you want the old one, just look at Harry.
There you go.
Where's the lie?
I agree though. I think the newer face is better, but a lot of people bitched about it, like a lot. I was like, okay.
It's because he very much looks like Tom Holland.
I guess.
A mixture of Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield. And so it's like the other was a more unique interpretation where this just feels like he looks like Peter, which is fine, but he does feel like in line with other designs for Peter we've seen before.
Not always a bad thing, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, I'm with y'all. You've been a little bit quiet here.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't need this trailer. I had already pre-ordered this, so it's just waiting for the game to come out at this point.
Yeah.
It was great to see it. It was good to see Venom. But like I said, I had already pre-ordered it. This is just like, all right, cool. What am I getting into?
Yeah, I think this definitely did a lot for me in terms of just my excitement. Because I talked about it on previous shows, but like I'm excited for this, but I'm also like I didn't see a whole lot that was like, oh, this is new to like the Spider-Man games, or this is like something else that I can like really dig into. That I haven't dug into before. I'm not hating. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. But now the story is always, I'm like a sucker for a good story. And I feel like this is really pulling me in with the different vibes and the environments, especially like the kind of like carnival scene that we saw that's kind of reminiscent of Miles in a little bit. But, Peter is present. Harry is also present. We've got a few other characters there. So maybe things will turn out better than it did for Miles. I don't know. But yeah, I'm like growing more and more excited for this. And I feel like that's probably the best way to go about it. Because being really excited and then having to wait, it's kind of painful.
That's
at Tears of the Kingdom, but it's kind of painful. But yeah, this looked really good. And then something else that came out of Comic-Con that was also games related. I don't know if anybody's super familiar with the Borderlands franchise. I've played a little bit of Borderlands 2 and 3, I believe, but it's slowly creeping up as like a franchise that I think is kind of reinventing itself, especially with like Tiny Tina's Wonderland and kind of appealing more to the D&D audience. Here we have something else that I would actually love to try out and see like what is their like idea for this project? Like what are they trying to achieve with this? And as you can see with the headline from Polygon, shout out to Polygon, it's a new Borderlands project that is massively multiplayer interactive streaming series. And then moving down to like the summary here, that tells a story of 8 hapless tourists who think they've paid for an exhilarating but safe adventure safari on Eden 6, the home of weapons manufacturer Jacobs Corporation, which has been seen in Borderlands 3 and I think other Borderlands as well. And then naturally it goes wrong, and the group ends up stranded in a town called Greywater Junction, surrounded by threats on all sides. Which of them will prevail, and which of them will become future Vault Hunters? And it's up for us to decide. It's actually going to be on a platform run by Genvid Entertainment, which doesn't sound familiar to me, but apparently they run a lot of massive interactive live events. And it kind of seems like it's going to be Telltale, but with who knows how many friends, if it's going to be like 8 friends, like the 8 characters, or maybe even more, since they say massively interactive. But yeah, I'm very curious what the vision is for this, and super excited for it. So what do you think about this, Didge?
This is interesting because I hadn't heard about it until just now.
Yeah.
It's so the massively multiplayer and then interactive, those both seem like they go against each other. Well, not necessarily against each other, but those are two completely different lanes. Like when you were saying massively multiplayer, I thought it was going to be like an MMO game. Then when you get to the interactive point, it's like, is this where you sort of need to be into the crowd thing, or is it going to be like a weekly thing? What exactly are they meaning here? I was just looking up that company, and they did a DC Heroes one, so I might try to look up a little bit more about that, so I could see at least what I'm getting into. But overall, I'm interested just because I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
So this was a show, right?
That's where I'm
seeming like it seems like it's going to be a show, either that or something a little bit more akin to the Telltale series, which for those who aren't familiar with Telltale, it's basically like an interactive play that you can make decisions on what on what characters do and do not do. So like if you want to kill somebody, for example, because they stab you in the back or like they ate your cookie or something, then you can do that, but there will be consequences for that later on. So maybe their son will decide to take revenge or things like that.
They
like
should. You killed their parent over a cookie.
Didn't Netflix do something like this? What was that show?
Oh,
that Netflix did?
Bandersnatch.
Yes,
Yeah.
Bandersnatch did do something like this. They also have, I think they still have Minecraft Story Mode on Netflix, which is another Telltale project or a Telltale-like project. So yeah, but Bandersnatch is definitely a good example for that.
Okay.
It just hasn't been done in video game form, interestingly enough. Like a direct, like if we took Bandersnatch and made it like an actual game, I'm wondering like how different that would be from what Bandersnatch actually was. I don't know. It's just
Heroes
very
United
interesting.
Isn't out either, by the way, so I can't look it up and figure it out.
Oh, what'd you say, Didge?
DC Heroes United is also not out, and they also, I guess, announced it at the same time. So I can't even use that as an example.
Dang. Well,
right?
Hopefully they hit both of these out of the park then, if that's their first venture into the
right.
Yeah.
Oh, also welcome, Christian. Welcome
Hi,
to
Christian.
the pod.
Oh, what's
What's
up?
good?
What's going on, man? You have any thoughts about like anything that you've seen from the show up to this point, or anything about Borderlands since just popping in?
Borderlands. It's like I was telling Mike about this earlier. It was like we were talking about Invincible season 2, and I was like I was slowly losing like interest because we haven't heard anything in a while. And it's not that I stopped caring, but maybe that was the wrong word to use for interest, because like as soon as Adam and Eve came out, like I was right there. Like that's just they have me by the balls. It's fine. So does The Last of Us, Stranger Things, all that stuff. But when like for Borderlands, it's like we literally have not seen anything. So it's like, I mean, I can only be so excited for a movie or a series at this point because we've been given little to no information. But it's yeah. I don't know. Did you guys already talk about Spider-Man being Game of the Year or not? I'm sorry, I was going back and forth.
We just talked about that.
To touch on, I mean, I don't know.
You give us your thoughts though.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a heavy year because Xbox finally has a contender for Game of the Year. I think with Starfield, because it is Bethesda, and people will buy and play that game, whether it's via purchase or via Game Pass. But it's going to be tough because Zelda also came out this year, and there's also Final Fantasy 16. I haven't played that yet, but I hear amazing things. I think it's going to be. I mean, it's Spider-Man, but like it's going to be really tough to beat Zelda. I think, like just from an objective standpoint, like would I love Spider-Man 2 to be Game of the Year? Absolutely, but I got to play the game first. But as of right now, I think Tears of the Kingdom is taking it home. But I don't know.
I'm kind of with you there.
It just depends on who's in Jeff Keighley's pockets more, I guess.
Oh, well,
and there it is.
He leans towards the PlayStation side, but hey, I think Tears of the Kingdom's going to take it home. It's Zelda. You can't beat that. You can't. It's tough. If you do, it's a semi-subpar Zelda game.
Yeah, I feel like I talk about Zelda too much, but just to add on a little bit, I was telling them like one of the reasons why I feel like Zelda has a better chance for a Game of the Year. It's not even just game sales, but also the impact that it's had on like the gaming community this year, with lots of little one-off videos and people really wanting to get into like the creation of all these different like mechs and things you didn't even know you can make in the game. I'm sure devs are probably surprised at the things that people are doing. So I feel like that That's also what I think Elden Ring had last year, where a lot of people were showing off their builds, different ways they approach bosses, things like that. And I think that's probably what the game of the year should be. Not saying that games where you can't be creative shouldn't be game of the year, but I feel like the game that really creates a dialogue in the gaming community, like I think that deserves to be game of the year. So it's gonna be my game of the year personally. Even if Zelda doesn't win, I'm sure I'll win a ton of awards anyway. So you know, that's where I am at with it. But I also know people are really talking about Spider-Man quite a bit and saying like they're hoping this is their game of the year, or at least
I mean, I'm hoping it's mine too. But like, man, I'm technically at the last boss. Well, at the last mission, which is destroy Ganon.
Right.
I haven't gone back because like I don't want the game to end. I know there's plenty to do after, but I'm like, do I have enough arrows? Do I have enough hearts? Like, I don't feel like I'm ready to take on Ganon, and I still haven't turned it back on, but I need to. But it's tough because it's like, even with, you know, the Game Awards, it's like we don't really know what any of these awards mean. Like, we know what it's like movie and TV, like, oh, best like product designer, best costume. Like, we know what that means. We don't. No one really has that same like connection when it comes to best game director. It's like, half the people who are going to play Spider-Man 2 probably don't even know who the game director is. Like, because it's just a lot of, you know, it's a bunch of dudes in, you know, behind computers all day. Like, for the most part. And it's like they don't have the same.
Why'd you have to call us out like that, man?
I'm sorry. Hey, I work in IT, so I'm used to it.
I hear it. I also work in IT.
But it's like they're not as visible, you know what I mean? When it comes to a lot of like the game directors or just the people who work on these games all together, especially the video game writers. It's like, I couldn't tell you who wrote God of War Ragnarok besides Alana Pierce. I know she was on the team. That's because she's a face within the industry.
Right.
A lot of the people who make these games, outside of like a few, aren't really faces within the industry. So I'm wondering if Spider-Man will take it home. I think it has a shot, but like right now, I think realistically, I think it's Zelda. Would I want to win? Spider-Man, but yeah.
So you're saying Spider-Man has no way home?
Damn.
All right, that's the show, everybody. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
But no, yeah, I definitely echo a lot of that, and it'll be interesting to see once award season comes around. But Borderlands, they might have to make a new category or something for this game if it were to get nominated for anything. Like, what do you even like? Is it an MMO technically, or what is this? I don't know. It seems like a really interesting idea though, so I'm definitely down for it.
For sure. Borderlands is always fun. For the most part. 1 and 2, for sure.
You don't like the third one?
Well, what was the third one? Is that God. I forgot the name. Was that the prequel? Because there was one with the prequel with Handsome Jack, right? I can't remember.
Handsome Jack was in it.
I can't remember if it was the prequel. I can't remember if it was a prequel or not, though.
Because I know there's the Tiny Tina's one. Well, that was the last one that just came out.
Yeah.
No, there was definitely a prequel to Borderlands.
So I just looked it up. 3 was 7 years after 2, so that one wasn't.
Like you're literally talking about Borderlands 3. Oh my god, I totally forgot that game.
Oh, you thought I meant what was it?
Oh my god, I'm blanking on it.
I know which one you're talking. I know which one you think I'm talking about now. No,
I played all the way through 3 and I totally forgot up until now. Like
that's fair.
I was like, oh man. 3 did come out.
That's very fair, you know.
Everything just doesn't blend in together for whatever.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's hard to stick out now.
It is.
Unless you're Zelda.
She was like, "Yeah, I mean, Tears of the Kingdom, yeah,
It's fair."
Did it sounds like you have some Borderlands history. What do you think about this new Borderlands project and a very new approach for a Borderlands game?
I'm confused. I still don't know. I was trying to figure out more information. Everything I Googled just basically says, coming soon. I thought I had something with the DC Heroes thing, and that didn't go anywhere. So I don't know. I guess I don't even know if I'll check it out at this point because I don't know what I'm to be expecting. So like, where am I even supposed to find this? So hopefully I just hear more at some point.
Yeah, once we hear more, then we'll be free to dismiss. But right now, I'm kind of intrigued because I actually really liked Netflix's Bandersnatch. I thought it was a lot of fun. So imagining that with because I played that with my mom and my brother in the room, and we all collectively made a decision. Imagining that, but if it's all 6 of us and we're all playing this game and we have to decide who lives, who dies, who's gonna take the cookie from whose dad, that I think that would be kind of fun.
Some chaotic people here.
That is true. Maybe
see
everybody will die. Yeah, bad ending. Everyone's dead.
The darkest timeline.
But
fans out
Joel, Trayvon, any thoughts about this project?
I have no idea what Borderlands is, so
Wow,
no question, nothing.
It's a looter shooter video game series.
Oh, okay.
It's actually one of the better looter shooters. It's really paved its way. Hasn't really been a good one since, in my opinion. I know a lot of people play Destiny, but I fell off that ages ago. It was just too much to keep up with. But Borderlands is fun.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, you can get a group of your buddies together, play through a campaign together and just find some wacky guns and just have a blast.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good description.
Probably the best way to play it, honestly. I have very little contact with Borderlands. I'm not into first person shooters to begin with. So that's why it took me a while to play it. Then I heard about the movie and I'm like, well, the movie sounds interesting. So I got the first one. So I played the first one. I never finished the first one. It's a very long game.
Yes, it is.
And I'm like, and I got it for the
watched
Switch,
One Piece.
Yeah, but I was interested.
He also bought it for the Switch. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was just not. It's also not my genre.
That's fair.
It's not post-apocalyptic. It's not really my thing. Not been to shooters all that much either. So it took me a while to get into it. I like the whole class idea. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And all the other ones look cool too. Not that it does. I don't want to hate on it or anything because I know a lot of people that really like it, but it's just never been my thing. But I am interested in seeing the movie more because I'm intrigued by the cast at least. This series, just reading the title of that article, make me confuse the shit out of me. So I'm probably gonna wait to see what it actually becomes before I can invest any time into that series, or whatever the hell it is. But but I am intrigued. I'll say I'm intrigued, but it's probably as far as it's gonna go because Borderlands I like but I don't love type of thing. I'm intrigued by it, but that's kind of as far as it goes.
That's fair.
Yep, I think I'm right along there with you. But before we hand it off to, I believe it's Joel that put the Justice League animated movie on the docket. I did want to touch on the Gen V. Oh yeah, Christian.
Oh, is that Justice League War Worlds?
Justice League Crisis on Earths.
Oh, the two animated they got. Okay, sorry.
The ones they just announced.
Just announced. Okay.
Yeah. Before we get to that one, I did want to touch on the Gen V teaser trailer because I know Trayvon was talking about it earlier. So, hold on. Before I is there anything crazy in this? Should I not show it?
I actually haven't seen it yet myself.
It's violent.
It's the boys.
Only live once. Put it up. We got this.
I was gonna say, it can't be any worse than what we just saw with Mortal Kombat.
It's the boys.
I guess you're right.
But in college, think of that.
It's
got to be worse.
If it's on YouTube, YouTube can't get mad. That's all I gotta say.
Right.
No,
that's also fair.
I mean, but it's also Prime might be in their pockets a little bit. So
I'll tell you something.
Prime's
It's
in
not
everybody's pockets.
That's also a good point. It's
I guess
nowhere
feet in their
near.
pockets.
This
Prime's in
trailer,
my pockets.
It's not as bad as the boys the series.
Hey, Trey.
It's not about glory.
Mother.
It's about sacrifice.
Mother.
Where's my boy?
to Godolphin University. We've trained the best and brightest young heroes since
So wait,
1965.
these are actually all the heroes, but they're in college, or is it different people?
No, it's just different. These are new. These are the new school.
Different
Oh,
heroes.
okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like they're X-Men.
Oh my God, she's bloodbending.
Yeah.
Look, she just
you
throwing her
volume up a
blood.
little bit?
You could be the first top-ranked
Yes.
freshman in history.
I think you meant to say first black woman in the 7.
Ooh, okay.
You have a target on your back.
A few of us are going off campus. Let's have a good time.
I'm sexy, I'm free, and I feel.
I'm still drunk from last night.
Perfect. Just take a sip. Say Turbo Rush cures hangovers.
Wouldn't pour this on my give it cured cancer.
There are dangerous, evil people at that school.
Oh my God. Oh no. Mortal Kombat in real life.
It's a lot of blood.
Everything is.
I love how they added the cursing.
They did on the Instagram one.
Oh, it's head popper.
Exploded his
Tag team explosion.
Exploded his dick.
Oh my God.
God.
Yo, that's a nightmare.
Freshman class is savage this year.
Good grief.
It's gonna be wild, bro.
Yeah, this looks crazy. I might have to catch up.
Oh,
Yeah.
you gotta
Should
catch
already
up.
been catched
Oh
up,
my
yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
Oh,
To the
it
big
was-
guy.
Oh, that was really good. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah.
It's gonna be fantastic.
Prime really knows how to like I
Take
sleep
it,
on
bro.
them from time to time, but like they really do have some good stuff.
They do.
Dude,
Yeah.
Vox Machina, Invincible, The
Oh, yeah.
Boys.
Mhm.
Honestly, even Wheel of Time, like the first season was okay, but
Alright,
like
yeah, it was
I'm
alright.
hoping
Rings of Power.
season 2 is better.
It was on their regular
Yeah,
shows
Rings of
too.
Power. Like they have a solid lineup for a lot of stuff.
Like the lake and what's love
People just
too.
don't take them seriously because I mean it's Jeff Bezos. So yeah.
We get it. Them was good too. I really enjoyed that.
They had a good, well-rounded selection over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Marvelous Miss Maisel too. Like, yeah, they got some really good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Bangers.
I think it's because people go to just for Prime. They're thinking Amazon shopping.
Mhm.
I feel like
Yeah.
Apple TV was slowly having that thing, and they're starting to get more of their wheelhouse going. Like people are starting to
Yeah.
realize that they have good
Mhm.
stuff too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They do.
I'm gonna be
They really
real.
do,
Once they
yeah.
canceled Ted Lasso, or once Ted Lasso ended, I canceled my subscription.
No, you gotta watch Dickinson. It's so
Ah.
good. I
Really.
love it.
I'm watching two new
Already
shows.
did.
I mean,
Oh, you already watched it?
There you go. He got the most out of his money there.
that's
I
what
mean,
he, that's what he got.
Have you
it
seen
for
the cast of
originally.
Dickinson? Of course I watched it.
I honestly,
Yo,
fair.
I know,
Never
right?
heard of it.
Yeah.
I have to look
Is
it
it
up.
Silo? Is that Apple TV Plus or is
Yes.
I think
Yes.
so.
I gotta watch for Rebecca Ferguson. So I gotta watch
Yeah. I might
Also-
check that out. It looks good.
For the
Severance
people
is
at
on there
home
is really good.
who don't know, they send you screeners when you're pressed, so I don't need the account. I just get the.
That is
Oh,
okay.
sorry.
They do that for me outside Legend of Vox
The rich
Machina
helping
season
the
2. They
rich.
send me everything else under the sun. But Vox
Who's
Machina
like-
season 2, they just skips me. I was like,
Oh,
so I had to
people
reach
there.
back out. They're like, oh yeah, you have to access that a different way. I was like,
Mm.
but you get
Like, what way is that? Please help.
I literally have
Mm.
like an entire just funneled through. Yeah, Amazon just gives you everything if you sign up for screeners.
I like it.
It's actually kind of nice.
Shout out to Amazon. But yeah, this was looking crazy. I have to catch up with The Boys. It's not like I'm like pushing it back. It's like there's so much content. Like once you hit a lull, then you remember how much you skipped over because there was other content coming out. So
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's why I have a list.
I should.
Oh
make
yeah,
sure
I
to
mean,
this
I gotta
one.
watch was Dragon Prince season 5. Totally forgot
Yeah,
that it dropped.
yeah.
I was like,
I have
what
it
kind
out.
of fan am I?
You have an app.
When I new show that I see I like, I add it to it. If they don't have it, they have a thing where you can request a show and I'll email them and then they'll add it. So I can
Oh,
add it to my
damn.
list. So yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Next
Well,
episode. It's called next
one way to-
episode.
I feel like if I made a list, I might be overwhelmed, and I'm just like, oh god, there's so much.
There is a lot.
Yeah,
There's a lot.
The first page is just going to be 5,000 episodes of One Piece.
Right. No, that's a casual watch. That's a casual watch.
All worth it.
I added One Piece 2023 to mine.
Even once it's all said and done, I'm still not watching all of it.
Thank you. That's what I was just telling
Did.
you.
Absolutely
No, thank
not.
you. No, thank you. Did.
Give me
so
like
many episodes.
give me the Dragon Ball Z Kai version of One Piece. Maybe we'll
Oh
talk.
my.
There
But
we
I
go.
need like story beats only. None of this extra stuff.
There's
There's a lot of fillers.
There's not. That's the best part about One Piece. It's not.
Is
Like,
that the
it's not Naruto. Yeah, because it's mostly story.
Yeah,
it's really good.
well, that's the thing with One Piece is that there's not that much filler, which I'm sure is great.
Okay.
But that means out of 1,000 episodes, you've got to watch 980
Every
of
single one.
them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have to watch.
Whereas with
Maybe
Naruto,
100
Naruto,
or
700 episodes, you only have to watch 400.
Yeah,
It's true. Like half of it's almost
Trim that
that's
fat.
kind of sad though. Like half of
Yeah.
it's good.
That's my
It
biggest
is.
hurdle with Naruto right
But
now.
I got to like episode 20.
Wait, you haven't finished Naruto?
No.
I'm on her and Juwan about this.
Jamie.
Wow,
Jamie.
Jamie.
I
I thought
Wait,
you
wait.
knew
Naruto
about
or
it.
Naruto Shippuden?
I finished Kid Naruto. I haven't finished Shippuden.
Oh.
Wow, you
But I
thought
played the
so
game.
first.
So it's like I kind of know what happens.
She's like, I know what happens. I played the Ultra Ninja Storm.
I'll get to it. I'll get to it.
It gives me all this. I'm all cut up. That's the super condition.
That's my fight, Orochimaru. That was peak.
Yeah. Most of Shippuden like that. Hell, oh no.
I will get to it because I know there's like a lot of stuff they skipped in Shippuden. And I was like, what about this character and that character? So yeah, I will get to it. And
That's fair.
I believe in you.
I'll watch it while I'm waiting for that to come out.
Well, I don't blame you though, Jim. There's so much to watch right now, like
Yeah.
movies and TV shows.
Automata came back, so now I gotta jump back on that.
It's a lot. It's a lot to keep up. I do not
Yeah.
blame you. I have a list as well of stuff I gotta go
Yeah.
through. So
Same.
It is a lot. But something. This was it you, Joel, that added the Justice League movie on here
I was
on the
Diz,
docket?
but I
Diz?
want.
Okay, I know it was one of you.
did we
All
get
right,
a trailer for
Diz.
it?
I do want to talk about it though.
I don't think we had a trailer. I just saw
No.
the announcement.
No, there's no trailer. Not even.
I don't know
any
much about
images or
Crisis of
anything,
Infinite
unfortunately.
Earths. I just know it's like their
And
version.
now
of
you will
Secret
learn.
Wars.
I definitely heard it a lot.
That was the most
like a name.
disrespectful thing I have ever heard.
I swear.
I stopped reading comic books a very long time ago, and yeah.
This comic came out before you were born.
I know. I had a thing when I was younger. I was like, these animations look too old.
Oh,
wow.
But like, I was a kid. I didn't really know any
fair. No, that's
better.
fair. That's fair. It
Dang.
happens. It happens.
But now I know how that feels. When someone's like, "Oh, I don't want to watch the original Dragon Ball," I'm like, "Why? It's great." They're like, "I don't like
It's
the
awesome.
animation." I'm like, "You're crazy. It's awesome." But
You reap what you sow.
I
No,
do. That is true.
Bill always comes due.
It does. It does.
Absolutely.
But Didge, tell us about this new Justice League animated movie we got coming.
Yeah, so obviously they just did Justice League World, or I think it's out.
It comes out tomorrow.
Okay.
Mhm.
So on the heels of that, they announced 2 new animated movies. Obviously, Crisis on Infinite Earths and Watchmen. Watchmen, I know it's for sure going to be rated R. I thought it said.
Excited for that.
Like
I'm assuming because World is rated R too, right?
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
I
got,
wouldn't
like,
be
2 half
surprised.
of it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Crisis is as well. Just maybe they're going there with all of these, so it's going to be exciting. Just because what DC animation always hits.
okay.
Even some of their worst animated movies, I think, are still pretty good. So that's the thing that I'm really most excited about. I wish we would have got a trailer. They're saying 2024, so obviously they've been working on it a little bit. I don't know exactly when in 2024, but
Right.
2 storylines. Well, at least Crisis for sure is a storyline that's great, and we know Watchmen. Their storylines are always great as well.
I can't believe this is the first time they're doing this.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised about this as well. Same thing with like Batman Hush when they did that a while ago. I was like, I feel like this should have been out a while ago.
I'm really surprised by that. When you said that, I was like, "This the first time?"
Yeah.
It's
Same
very
thing with
hard
Long
to
Halloween.
adapt.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they have so many universes now. It's easier to pull that off.
So how long do you think is going to be, Didge? Because I know usually their DC movies are usually around like an hour 30 minutes. Usually, unless it's like a two-parter.
I think you got to give Crisis at least 2 parts.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you think about how they did Crisis in the CW, I think that was 5 parts. So Crisis, you can't. Was it 4? Okay, I knew it was 4 or 5.
No, I think it was
amazing.
5. Yeah, I think it was 5 parts.
I like the CW Crisis, and I didn't like the CW shows that much at all. So, I think this would be a perfect way to sort of tie up all of the DC animated movies, especially if this is their last hurrah before whatever James Gunn is going to do with the DC Universe one.
Yeah.
I know it says DC Universe movie, but I wonder if this is sort of how Flash was supposed to be tying up all of their live action movies. Obviously, let's hope it'll be better than that, but you know,
this eliminates everyone.
I don't think it should eliminate everyone, but it should come out of it with a new normal. And that's your perfect way to start something
Apocalypse
new.
War did that.
Apocalypse War was very good. Yeah, they
just
literally just did. I loved Apocalypse War.
Apocalypse War was great, but I'm talking more so like even some of the stuff, because remember that was all that DC AU timeline.
Yeah,
there's still movies that were outside of that timeline that you could still give homage to and sort of tie up and give them like a little last hurrah.
You could. I mean, I'm curious how they pull all this off. I mean, what movies are they integrating? Like, or is it the last universe in this universe, or the older ones, or like, you know, like
yeah, because they went with like a new animation style.
Yeah.
Since I'm not. I don't know how I feel.
Man of Tomorrow was the new one.
Yeah, that was like the first one that had like a new animation
I love
style.
that movie so much.
I still got to watch that one, but yeah, I don't know.
Watch it. You're on your Superman experience. Go watch it now before you fall out of love with that character.
Oh gosh. All right, no, I'll watch it.
It's good. It's good. Man of Tomorrow's good.
Yeah.
Crisis,
and then
to me it's very interesting that they're doing this now, right? Because like you guys were saying, we just did Apocalypse War a couple years ago, and the Flash and Flashpoint and all that stuff has already happened. It kind of feels like maybe a little late for this one to me. And the James Gunn of it all, like all the animated stuff is going to tie together. They just the creators of My Adventures with Superman just confirmed that they talked to James Gunn. They're okay. They're still going to be developing new seasons of that show. So what's happening with the movie side,
until the movie comes out.
Let's go. Yeah. Otherwise, I would have been on the fire James Gunn train.
They're okay until the movie comes out.
Oh no. The fire James Gunn train. That's not
oh, if they would have canceled My Adventures with Superman, I would have been fully on there. Me and Trayvon.
Not yet. They'll do it. It's coming.
But no, to your point, Mike, I think it's still a good way to start their universe, because you got to give the new normal. That's the only thing I could think that they're trying to do with it.
I'm just curious.
So wasn't that Apocalypse War though? Like that rebooted the universe.
That was supposed to reset
it did. This, you know,
it did. Yeah, this new universe, which was Man of Tomorrow,
and going forward,
right? The Batman, Long Halloween 1 and 2,
and Legion and Superhero.
Legion of Superheroes,
and then there's the
and now Warworld.
Yeah, and they did that Batman Night. I can't remember that name.
Yeah, I know you're talking about that weird Gaslight looking one.
Oh, yeah,
that was separate. It was very weird, but it was separate from that. Very different. It's like they do like 2 in universe, 2 out of universe. That's usually how they do it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. I got you.
So
bring back the Ninja Turtles. That was fun. That was the best one.
So World might be outside the universe.
World's in it.
I got like halfway through it, so I gotta.
I want to. Damn, I want to watch World.
It comes out tomorrow. I got a copy.
I know we have access to one, and I should have got it last week. It's bullshit. Anyway, I'm very curious. I think Crisis will be in universe, and it'll be their Tomorrowverse and all the other whatever the fuck. And then Watchmen will probably be their one that's not connected. Animated.
Oh yeah. That's animated as well. I'm also again very surprised they haven't done that sooner. You would think, but they really have a lot of stories they love to adapt through animated. So
they usually do a good job for the most part.
Yeah, I would say so.
Do
Absolutely.
you think this could tie some of the animated series, like the old Batman animated series?
My only issue, and that's only depends on how long they've been filming this, is
fair.
We lost Kevin
That's
Conroy.
fair.
You cannot
Do
go back
not
and
touch
have
B-Task,
Kevin.
man, without Kevin Conroy.
You
I will
can't.
go down there and kill
You
everybody.
can only do remasters.
Oh.
Like they're re-releasing Mask of Phantasm.
Let me see if they have anything about how long this has been in the works, because maybe
Because we know Kevin did stuff for Suicide Squad, and that obviously comes out next year. So I mean, it's possible, and especially if it's coming out next year. But we have to find out for sure before I'm comfortable with that.
that's fair. I wonder if that's something that they may want to go with, because you were talking about where all are they going to touch.
Yeah,
I get it. You are correct in that they shouldn't, but in the grand scheme of things, that is a well of stuff that they can touch. There are so many shows.
Yeah.
The Justice League animated universe that was greatness before greatness was great. That was it.
I agree. I agree.
So
It's
that would be
perfection.
interesting if they go there. It's so good, so good. We'll
Yeah.
see. There's so many animated properties they can touch.
Yeah, I mean they're revamping or re-releasing Mask of Phantasm in 4K.
Ooh, that's a
Ooh.
classic.
Need that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm excited. Like if DC is going through a lot of changes, but one thing that has stayed, I would say, for animated films, I should say, because I always enjoy them thoroughly to some point or another, and it's just fantastic.
Yeah, I agree.
If only they can do that with live action, but
hopefully,
Yeah. Asking too much with that one.
Hopefully, this is the start.
Yeah,
I'm hoping.
hopefully.
What's their Blue Beetle, right? That's
Yep.
Technically, he's the first character, not the first movie. The first movie would be Superman.
Superman Legacy.
No, it's gonna be confusing.
Yeah,
It's already confusing.
It's already. Let this year end, a lot of things will make way more sense.
Hopefully.
So.
If the
I mean,
movies come
there's
out,
no more movies. There's no more movies now. I mean, you just gotta go from there now.
Yeah.
Might get pushed.
That's Aquaman might be next year. So
Yeah, I think
what
there
they
was
should do,
talks
they should
about
move that fucker up. Is what they should do. Not move
They just
Yeah, if they were
scrap
smart, they would.
that. Scrap it.
they should just throw it on Max. If you just wanted to get anything,
Or
just say,
that.
just forget it.
Seriously,
Throw it
no,
on Max.
I will watch it if it's on Max.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
really
I kind of
like
want them to delay Blue Beetle and move up Aquaman.
trade places.
Yeah.
It's too
Yeah.
late. They've put out too many. They put out too many trailers for Blue Beetle.
Yeah, a lot of marketing.
Tickets not on sale yet though.
Yeah, a lot of marketing.
It's supposed to be next week, I think.
Siobhan said, "There you go." That's the.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If they're gonna do it, it has to be soon because obviously tickets are going on sale.
I'm like speaking of a movie that I've lost interest in. I was just like, I don't even care about seeing Aquaman 2. It's like if it's not gonna tie to anything moving forward. So like, why even see it? I don't know. Unless you're just a Momoa fan, I guess.
Yeah,
I thought the first one was fun, so that's why I'm excited to see the second one. But I'm definitely with you in the fact that like I'm just going to see it just because I think it'll be fun. I have no hope that it's going to connect with anything going forward.
I mean, like if it sucks, I mean, I hate to say it, but it'll just be another DC movie. That's all it's gonna be.
That's tragic.
Because like
but it's
that's what I
not
had with the
wrong.
Flash. I was like, well, if the Flash is bad, it's just another DC movie.
Yeah.
The
That's what it
Flash
was.
being bad though hurt because of the lies I felt like we were told going into it.
I felt like we were misled a lot.
Yeah.
We definitely were.
We were
They're like,
hoodwinked,
oh, Stephen King
bamboozled,
watched
led
the
astray,
movie.
run amok, flat out the sea.
Flabbergasted, bamboozled.
We've been speckled door.
Steve.
We've been speckled.
They were definitely
Yes.
lying.
Yeah.
Seriously though, I was like, I was robbed. I'm like, I don't know. Someone said it was the best movie since The Dark Knight, and I was like,
Yep, sure did. Somebody did say that. I forgot who, but
Maybe that
somebody
was
said
the last movie they had saw. Maybe we didn't ask that question.
like
Maybe Dark
ever.
Knight was right. We didn't ask that question. Maybe this is like the third movie they've seen in their life. You know?
I was like, okay,
that is
not
very
get
true.
carried
Best
away.
since The Dark Knight. You haven't seen any movies since The Dark Knight. I get it.
Right. We gotta ask the real questions next time.
Yeah, I just think it's not fair to the Flash, the character, the Flash. Now it's stuck on him, and it's not that character. So it's like it wasn't Green Lantern's fault. It should have been act like Banish from like viewing of movies for the last 20 years.
Yeah,
bullshit.
No, I agree.
That's
fair.
And like, there's so much drama that was attached to that movie that now the character's attached to it because like by osmosis, and it's not fair to the Flash. Like, you know
No, it's not.
Yeah, it might not touch that character.
To the character, no, it is not.
And they shouldn't. Like, it's too soon to be touching the Flash anyway. It should take a break, but obviously, no, don't ever not touch it again. Obviously, it's silly.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll get a good Black Adam movie one day.
Even if we
not too much now. Hold on.
Shout out
Some
to
for
Dr.
everyone.
Johnson. By
Oh,
the
see,
way.
especially after his latest exploit, we're standing Black Adam today. The Rock
That's
is
true.
out here.
Okay, I'll stand The Rock. I can't stand that movie.
Yeah,
Listen, he was floating around the whole time. I loved it. Okay.
He took flight. That's all I need.
I just never expected to get a Black Adam movie, so to get one was shocking. And
No, yeah, that's why I was like, oh, maybe this is gonna be like something really awesome.
There were moments that were awesome. I enjoyed the movie overall.
I like the action.
Yeah, it was. Really
I did enjoy the movie overall. Actually,
yeah.
I think I fell asleep a couple times.
Nice.
But
she did not enjoy
interestingly,
You don't like the Spider-Man game, so you don't count. Whatever.
I didn't say I didn't say nothing about. Oh,
She doesn't like.
man.
She doesn't
Come
like
on.
Spider-Man. She doesn't like.
Come on, guys.
Who are you?
Come on.
Yay.
Don't do this to me.
I tell her she don't like it.
I'll take
think
all
all
of you
of them
out of here.
Spider-Man
I have the power.
She does have all the power.
No, but
yeah.
let's
Stay on
move
her
on
good
from
side.
this. Let's move on from the big lies and the slander. Let's talk about things that we have been
Before we
watching
do.
to close this out. Yes.
Before we do, I
This is
forgot
a
to
lie,
mention
I'm
this,
taking them
but now I have to mention this now. Giveaway. If you guys want to win a digital code for Justice League War World, subscribe, leave a comment. There's a tweet on my Twitter account. You just retweet that, Novice Cinephile, to enter. To win that digital code, we'll choose the next winner on the next live stream next week on Monday.
Your comment has
right.
to be that Jamie hates everything.
No, it does not. I'll report those comments.
You have to comment. Jamie
That's an
hates
additional
everything.
entry. If you just type Jamie hates everything, you know
bonus
you enter.
entry. Comment. Jamie hates everything.
Oh my
Sounds like a
gosh.
TV show.
I can't believe this. This is my villain origin story.
Life.
But what have you guys watched in the past week? We only did a stream on Monday, right? Last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's enough time. Maybe you watched all of One Piece if you're if you're really passionate about it.
I don't even know if that's possible.
I'm passionate and still haven't caught up. Let's be real.
What did I watch?
I can go because all I've watched is really anime the past week. There's a lot of stuff I needed to catch up on, but the two I really want to talk about are Akiba Maid War, the one I was telling you guys about in the Discord. And no, AJ, we don't need your comment. But that anime is wild because they're all workers at a maid cafe, but the maid cafe is definitely ran like the mafia. Like there's turf wars, there's underground fighting rings, there's all types of stuff. It's crazy.
Wait, is that what the trailer was censoring?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Okay, because the trailer felt like it was censoring hentai, and I think that's what AJ.
That did make sense.
I'll have to watch the trailer now.
It's like I said, the front is definitely they're all workers at maid cafes, but this region that they're at, like there's basically a maid cafe on almost every corner. So like people will be out handing out flyers, and they'll be like, "Why are you on my turf? What are you doing here? You're on my turf," and like it'll escalate and it gets crazy.
Yakuza, but with maids. Actually, sometimes Yakuza is maids, so it's Yakuza. It's Yakuza.
Yeah.
So it's not...
I'm down for a maid
Sounds
cafe.
fun.
Why not?
Then the other one, I finally finished up Blue Lock, which is a great sports anime where he's trying to be the best striker in Japan, and it's a wild premise because you all go to like a sports camp, and if you get kicked out of the camp, you can never play soccer again. Which is a wild premise because it's like clearly you love soccer. This is your dream, but if you go out of this, even if you're decent, like even if you're number 2, you can never play soccer again. And obviously, they have to mean professionally because it's like I can't imagine them stopping you from everyday soccer playing.
Right.
But it's still a wild.
We need to
premise.
start
Like,
doing
both
this
of
in
those are really
our sports. Can you imagine? Can you imagine all the like the Washington Wizards will just never exist again? We need to start getting the trash.
Dang. Just
Get the Bears out of here, man. The Chicago Bears, it's over.
Interesting. Dang.
But yeah, those are the 2 main ones, and obviously keeping up with Jujutsu Kaisen, all of the summer anime, stuff like that.
Yeah. For me, I just watched the movie They Cloned Tyrone. It was very good, very well made, very trippy. I recommend it. I'm getting back into Nier Automata. They finally released the last 4 episodes of the first core, not even the season.
That was just the first core?
Yes, it was just the first core. They got delayed so much. So I have to stop thinking about this project because I feel like they're just on their own timeline at this point. So, take it as it comes. So I watched episode 9, probably gonna watch the rest of them sometime this week, maybe. Also keeping up with Jujutsu Kaisen and catching up with Oshinoko.
Oh, I need to catch up with that.
Oshinoko, just a short summary. It's a anime about this idol secretly has like 2 twin kids, and the kids kind of grow up in the entertainment space, and they want to branch out. Girl wants to be an idol, the guy wants to be an actor. Any more than that would be spoilers because a lot happens in the first episode. But it's very interesting, and I definitely recommend
that first
watching
episode
the first
blew
episode.
my mind.
Yeah, it was crazy. I do have to preface, I think it's like an hour long, maybe an hour 30 minutes long, but it's great. It's great. Like usually that would turn me off, but I was like, this was actually the best way to start this anime. So that was really good.
I signed up for High Dive specifically for that, and I've yet to catch up.
You need to do it. I've been watching My Adventures with Superman. I've been enjoying that.
So good.
I'm so glad Lois has figured things out. I kind of hate when I know something and everybody else in the show doesn't, and I feel like it's just getting more and more obvious. So I'm glad she's figured it out, especially with Superman, because Superman is like the most obvious. Like if you look at him, you would know. But
spoiler. I'm just playing. I don't care.
But I've been watching that. Been watching Secret Invasion. And yeah,
I'm sorry. What was that?
I feel like I'm more positive than Trayvon has been about Secret Invasion, but I still feel like it's like the show for me has been a consistent 6 out of 10. Like it's above average, but it's also like it's cool. It's cool. I can't say more than that. It's cool. I feel like there's probably other things that I've been watching that I'm not remembering. But I finished the second core of Sonic Prime. I don't know if they're doing cores or season. There was new Sonic Prime. I watched it. I feel like that's enough rambling out of me. I will stop now.
Secret Invasion, whatever it is. I'm so glad it's over this week. Cannot wait. I hope it's something good in this episode.
This review is going to be fun when we cover Secret Invasion.
Pretty interesting.
I've been enjoying it.
Me too.
I've been enjoying it.
I've been trying to keep awake. But,
Ooh.
It's fine.
I'm
just saying. Let's see. What else have I watched? I need to watch that Tyrone thing. Tyrone.
That's good.
I need to watch it.
It is really good.
No, I've been kind of watched that. Then I don't know. I guess something YouTube. Then I wound up going back to 2 specific episodes of Fake Profile. Show's great. Please watch it so I get season 2, please. And I don't know. I think that's about it right now. I haven't watched a lot of stuff. Probably been sleeping. I'll play the game sometime. I'll play the game sometime.
Yeah.
That's about
Sometimes you do those at the same time.
Yeah, there you go.
That is fair.
No,
Wow.
Yeah.
Joel, you want to go next?
Sure. I watch a lot of stuff. Like it's part of my everyday life. It's a big hobby. So I just finished last week. I finished Mines. So I'm done with Mines. That's over now.
Oh, I thought you said Mines. I'm like, what is Mines? You said
I
Mayans.
did too.
That's it.
Oh, the Barbie movies are great. Yeah, that's what I watched. Yeah, that's it.
All right, yep, that's a movie. It was good. Mines MC. It was it's the spinoff of Sons of Anarchy. Really good show. It's over now. Finished that. Jack Ryan, that was on Amazon. I really enjoyed that show. That's over now. So those two shows I finished. I just caught up on Yellow Jackets. So
Ooh, no spoilers. I gotta watch that.
I'm not. I won't say none. But yeah, I caught up on that. I'm watching plenty of stuff right now. I'm also watching Secret Invasion, Adventure of the Superman cartoon. Watching what else? The Crown. I finally ended up watching The Crown, so I'm like on season 3 of that. I started watching Dragon Prince now that that's back. Sonic Prime I started. Skull Island I started that. So a lot of animation.
Nice.
What else? What We Do in the Shadows? I love that show. I watched that. I'm going through Succession. I'm like in the middle of that. That's better show than I expected.
Watch that as well.
It's a really good show. Succession. And The Righteous Gemstone is also a really good show. I watched Star Trek Strange New World. That's the only Star Trek show I've ever watched this much. So it's not bad. Not bad, obviously, because it's kept my attention thus far. I started Hijack in the Crowded Room on Apple. Both are good. Both are really good. And that's kind of it at the moment. I mean, it's a lot, and I still have other. Oh, I have more. Like, I didn't even start Warrior yet on Max.
I gotta catch up on this season.
I gotta watch it.
Warrior,
awesome. That reminds me. I did finish Unicorn Warriors on.
Oh, I might check that out too.
It's kind of weird, but like I like it.
It looks interesting. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. An anime. I've been watching anime. Aha.
Nice.
Watching Bleach, Boruto.
How did I not say Bleach? Jesus.
Yeah. It's only 3 episodes right so far. If you're caught up.
Yeah.
What was it? Boruto. Oh yeah, and I'm finally on Entertainment District in Demon Slayer.
Oh yes. You could have dropped Boruto to watch.
I can't that's what I can. And then I'm also watching One Piece, so I'll probably watch One Piece after this ends.
There you go.
Well, you'll never not be watching One Piece.
I did once. At one point, I did.
Oh, I forgot about Digimon. We're watching the hell out of that.
I might start.
Oh
that.
yeah,
Digimon. I want to check.
That was great. Did they drop all the episodes at once?
Yeah, 65 up there.
Oh wow,
65 episodes.
I'm at like 25, I think. Yeah.
I think that's all of them. It was great.
I was gonna say, how much are there?
I think that's all of them. 65.
But
yeah.
I want to see it. I'm gonna check it out.
It's really good. Very different than the original one.
It is for sure.
I barely remember the original one. I remember it, but so I'm very intrigued about this new one.
All right, let's see. Christian, what have you been watching?
I am also in the middle of Succession. I'm like in the middle of season 2 right now. I've been trying to, like, every time I sit down and watch it, like I try to fight the urge not to watch too many at a time because I just want to soak it all in. It's such a good show.
It is.
Everyone is completely and utterly crappy on that show, and I love it.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing. Like I was. Yeah, so it's just been on my backlog for a while. I'm like, I need to finish it because I'm going to be covering the full series once the DVD release came out since we're not getting a Blu-ray release. But
Wow.
yeah,
Oh, that's interesting.
yeah,
That's
we're
great.
getting a complete series DVD release.
Hey, at
of
least you
this.
get a disc, unlike WandaVision.
It's also fair.
Yeah, that's very true. At least there is a disc altogether. Outside of Succession, I did watch They Clone Tyrone. I thought it was really good. I wish they would have gone a little bit deeper with a few things, but I'm not going to spoil.
I wish
anything.
they didn't mention Bitcoin. Messes up the immersion for me. I'm like,
I mean, like, yeah. I mean, it's a lot of fun though.
Yeah, it is.
It's a fun Netflix movie to watch. You know, it's within probably like a month, I'll probably forget about it. Like everything else, like on Netflix. I watched part 1 of The Witcher season 3. Literally already forgot what happened there. I guess part 2 is coming out this week.
Yeah, this week.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, the 27th. It is.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna watch when I go to.
I think it's only going to be 2 episodes though, because we got the first 5
Wait,
episodes.
what?
We got,
Oh,
every
why would they do
season's
that?
only been like 8 episodes.
I didn't even think about that.
That's maybe
Yeah,
like 4 episodes.
I think it's only going to be 2 episodes, but
Oh,
not like
man.
Stranger Things season 4 style. That was
2-hour episodes.
I was down for that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Outside of that, I've been watching My Adventures with Superman. And then I watched The Blackening. I thought that was pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I need to
yeah, I
see
mean,
that.
it's just a
So
fun
funny.
comedy,
It was funny.
you know.
Yeah.
The twist was good. I'll say that. The twist was good. I like the twist.
Yeah, the premise of the killer was spot on.
I like that.
Yeah, for sure. Outside of that,
curious now.
I'm still waiting on the dubbed versions of the final 2 episodes of Attack on Titan season 4.
They hate it so much, man.
I've started this show dubbed, and I'm gonna finish it dubbed, and then I'll probably go back and watch it subbed.
Wow.
Altogether. I'm a
I like
dedicated.
that dedication.
Huh?
That's yeah.
I like that dedication.
Thank you. I mean, hey, I have nothing against sub. It's just I don't know. I can't change it now. Not within the last 2 episodes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
be
fair.
like the voices aren't gonna sound right, and you know.
Mm.
I know sometimes it can be hokey, but I generally like it.
I couldn't watch Digimon until I got dubbed. So
I didn't start watching My Hero subbed until I read the manga because I already knew what happened. It's like cool.
I gotta catch up with My Hero.
It hasn't been ruined.
Yeah,
My Hero's
and I've
awesome.
also been watching
Spot
Secret
on.
Invasion as well. I think that's about it right now.
What do you think of Secret Invasion?
It's probably my second favorite show, right? Either second or third favorite show, right behind WandaVision. WandaVision is still number 1.
Okay.
I would probably put this. I would probably put it number 3 because Loki was fire.
Okay,
I really liked Loki.
I could agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying Secret Invasion. That's why it's crazy to me that Trayvon's hating
now-
it. So
now-
much.
now
we're
I
not getting any
understand.
grounded, stuff,
get
and then
it.
we finally get it. Everyone's like, "This is
I get it
terrible."
now.
I'm like, what?
You get it?
People
now?
know what they want anymore. I don't know.
No, that's the
Because
problem.
I hated the first part of WandaVision. Loki. I like 3 episodes of Loki, maybe. And
Oh,
Okay.
Trayvon.
I told y'all, you already knew this. You already
Mike,
knew
go
this.
ahead. I know. I think I just forgot, and I don't like to be reminded.
He said,
We're
"I put it
just-
in the back of my mind."
I want you to keep this energy when we just review Secret Invasion next week.
But yeah, no, I'm enjoying
Very good
it.
time.
Like, I like how grounded it is, and just it keeps you guessing. Like, yeah, I wish it was more episodes. There's a lot of Disney Plus shows I wish
Yeah.
there were
Yeah.
longer episodes,
wish
because
there was
it's
less
like they're
episodes.
pumping $200 million into these budgets, and it's like some of these easily just could have been movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Secret Invasion was a movie at the beginning, right? And then they
I
made
think
it a show.
so.
Did they swap?
I don't
'cause
know.
I thought Armor Wars is now a movie. Did they swap those or
It is.
something?
Like Secret
I feel like
Invasion, I
it's
wish
funny
it was
'cause-
like maybe 13 episodes. Give me like a
Yeah.
solid 13.
It's funny because I think I might have
So
enjoyed
this-
it more as a movie, to be honest.
Maybe, but they're condensing that entire story arc or adapting it for a different. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a different
So
world.
it's hella adapted for sure.
Yeah.
But
Trayvon,
yeah, I think
your
that's
comments
what-
are not amusing. I hear the little side comments. They're not amusing.
I'm just saying, 13 episodes of this.
When he said
Would've
13
been
episodes,
great.
Trayvon's face was amazing.
Yeah.
He's like, "You want more of this?"
I do. I like it.
I agree. I agree with you. Trayvon's a hater.
That's funny.
To see it.
Oh yeah, I mean, hopefully
Jessica
Marvel
Jones like
will. Oh yeah,
Jessica Jones is exciting. I don't know. This ain't.
No, it was very similar, except
no.
He said no.
Same idea. Except he just had a drunk with a girl doing most of the work there. She had powers, which is very different, obviously.
Yeah,
that's all Trayvon needed.
That's really it.
There was what he was.
And I like Kristen Ritter, so I would admit that might be one part of it.
So that's
you don't
why
like
I
Samuel
like.
Jackson?
Yeah, I mean, he's there.
Wow.
Oh man, I'm not even like that, Trayvon.
I mean, I like him, I guess.
Damn.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You do not.
I mean, I think it's one of the more well-made shows. Like even when it
It is
comes down to
well-made.
like the CGI, like
Mhm.
I mean, everyone can say what they want to about the the opening credits. I personally think it fits well with it because they did add the credits of the artists who helped work on that. But like,
Mhm.
I mean, heck, the CGI's looked its best. It's looked really good with this. I haven't heard any, oh well, this looks off or whatever for Secret Invasion.
None
It's
of
like,
that for this. Yeah,
The scrolls look good too. The makeup.
yeah. I just want people to be like, oh yeah, I like that show, and just move on. Everyone's got to be all flustered for every Marvel movie. It's everything Marvel.
I get on Twitter, I do one tweet about the episode, and then I don't talk about it again until we get on here, or I'll say some shade in chat, but not like publicly.
Fair
One
enough.
tweet,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Like people go out of their way to be like, oh my god, I hate this show. I'm like, oh my god, then why are you watching it? Like, there's so many like
it's Marvel,
life
and I
is too
gotta
short.
watch
There's
it.
so many other TV shows you could be watching. If you don't like this, go watch it.
A lot of hate watching going on, and then complaining about hate watching it.
It's
I'm like,
MCU,
why?
you have to watch it. So
You don't.
It's like Velma season 1. Everyone's like, oh my god, how is this getting a season 2? I'm like, well, I don't know. There's a lot of people out there that hate watched it. It doesn't matter how
How it got
poorly,
there.
like whatever Rotten Tomatoes says is whatever. They look at the numbers. They say, hey, people are watching this show. We're going to greenlit a second season.
Yep, that's true.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm watching.
All right.
Fair.
And Mike, to close us out. Well, I don't know how much you've been watching considering you were at Comic-Con, but
He watched all the things.
Quite a bit, actually, more than normal.
He's like, I caught up on.
Okay, let us know.
Yeah,
what'd you
so
watch?
we went to a screening for A24's movie Talk to Me. That is a horror movie. It is insane.
I want to check that out.
It's great. I think if you guys are
Were
into
you
horror,
able to
you'd really
sleep
like it.
the night after?
I think so.
The night of. Were
You
able
think
to
so? You can't remember?
I don't think I slept at all.
Oh no!
Well, we had an after party, and that went to like 3
Sounds
a.m.
about right.
Explains it. How many
And
margaritas?
A24
Mike?
through
How
Oh,
many?
see, it's not just me. Ah.
That was probably the marketing. Like, we got to keep people awake after this. No one's
See,
I'm gonna
you got to give me
post-
coffee then.
I'm gonna post the video
Alcohol,
on
I'm going
Twitter.
straight
They
to
had a
sleep.
whole event that they put on and like a big stunt that they did that they want us to
That's
see.
dope.
It was insane. So that was fun. Then I went to a screening of the Akira Toriyama movie Sandland.
Oh, Mike, I want to know about it. I love Akira Toriyama.
Yeah. The movie doesn't come out until 2024, so this was like the world
Oh,
premiere.
Wow.
So
Mike, why'd you tell me that?
Jesus.
I'm sorry. But yeah, it was a fun time. Actually, I have to finish the review for that tonight. That'll probably be on Collider first thing tomorrow morning.
Hey.
But yeah, it's a fun time. We got free stuff. Then we went to go see the Invincible screening, which you guys got a chance to see, which is great. The anime episode, fantastic. I've been watching The Bear. I've been catching up on that on all my flights. I downloaded season 2. Season 2 is great. It's better. I think I like it more than season 1, honestly.
I think so too.
I have to start it.
It's
great.
It's a very short show. It's only like 8 episodes, and they're like half.
Oh,
episodes.
I can watch that in like a day. All right, I'm watching it.
It's a quick binge.
Yeah.
It's like
Don't
Barry.
fall asleep. You fall asleep, you miss it. That's how quick it is.
Yeah.
I can work with that.
That's what I like.
And last thing, like Joel, I started Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. It is a really good show. It is very much classic Star Trek where it's episodic, so you can like watch almost any episode and just follow along. You don't have to be too concerned about continuity, even though there is like one major plot thread that kind of tracks through it. It's a very easy watch. It's like 50 minutes a piece, so those are fun. If you like Star Trek, if you like sci-fi, I think those are fun to watch. Oh, and Barbie, of course. Barbie was amazing.
Barbie was.
Love that movie.
I didn't see that.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling should win an award.
Margot Robbie, I love you. Ryan Gosling, win awards.
Ryan Gosling is great.
That's it.
It's great.
There you go. Well, awesome.
No, we're not doing that. No.
Damn.
Girlfriend.
We're good. That's an anime. Don't bother.
I knew it was by the title, but I've never even heard of it, I don't think.
So, this one guy has a girlfriend, but then what if he got a second girlfriend? Or what if it's a harem anime? You get those.
There.
Interesting.
Well, then. All right. So to answer your question, Jimmy Green, 1996, Mike is not excited for girlfriend. But if you guys are excited for if you guys are excited for the future to come, obviously, we talked about a lot of projects here today, both like movies, TV, video games, lots and lots and lots, even anime a little bit today on the show. There's lots of projects for us to talk about and enjoy. So definitely make sure to come back here on Wednesday and just every week so we can talk more about it. Don't forget to hit the like button because that helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. It tells the robot that watches our channel, hey, more people should check this out, and it makes our community just a little bit bigger. And don't forget to subscribe so that way you get notifications for when we go live. But yeah, I'd like to thank everybody for coming through. We'll start with you, Didge. Where can the people find you if they want to connect with you?
They can find me at Didge_DEE or at Geekset Podcast on all social media platforms, including Threads. More importantly, if you're at DreamCon this coming week, we will be there both as press and with a panel showing the trailer for our upcoming documentary, aptly named The Black Geek Documentary, which is talking about geek culture from a Black lens. So definitely come to our panel. It's that Sunday in panel room 3 at 3:30. Or you can find it on YouTube the day after, whenever I wake up. We'll see what I'm doing Sunday night.
Didge might be the one with the margaritas at that point. You never know. But going down the line, Joel, how can people connect with you?
Oh man, I'm on Twitter X as
I'm on X, Twex, whatever you want.
Underscore J27, and same thing on Instagram. And eventually, I guess one day I'll be on Threads. But for now, I'm just on Instagram. And that's about it.
There you go. Trayvon, where can the people connect with you?
I'm everywhere at Nerd with the Tech. And, I guess I'll be on X, sharing X videos.
Oh, Lord. I might have to unfollow you.
X videos have been trending all day. And I'm like, I'm scared to open that.
Oh gosh, that's crazy. Christian, where can the people connect with you?
You beat that.
Thank you for having me on last minute. You can follow us at Film Optics, that is Optics with an X, on Twitter, Threads, and Instagram. We're just kind of going through the motions. We just released our Barbenheimer review, twice the excitement, twice the thrills. You can find our podcasts on audio podcast platforms around the internet.
Awesome. And Mike, the one that usually hosts this show, where else can the people find you?
First off, I thank you, Jamie, for taking the reins this time. Comic-Con really messed me up, so I'm glad you were able to take hosting duties. You guys can find me here, mostly. Chat After Daily, the Amateur Otaku Podcast, where we talk anime, and of course at Novice Cinephile on Twitter. But I guess I'm just the Novice Cinephile now because of Threads and Instagram, and I still can't get my name back on those platforms. So that's a thing. But you can find my written work at collider.com. I reviewed Invincible, the Adam Eve special, and that Sandland review that's going to be dropping in the next day or so. And don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment so you can enter for a chance to win that Justice League War World code.
Yeah. Yeah, and you guys can find me,
Thank you,
at
Philip.
Swiper Art, Swiper_Prime for all my stuff. But I want to thank everybody for coming through the stream. We appreciate it, as always, all the comments, the likes, the subscribes, all of that kind of stuff. It really means the world to us, and we're glad that we were able to bring some of our opinions to you guys and kind of share that. But yeah, thank you guys once again. Like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this show, and until next time, keep watching movies.
And play Hogwarts Legacy.
And play Hogwarts Legacy.
All right. And choose the kingdom.